アルメージェスト。スイトン。アルファクロス。フラット。フラット。スーパータンクバスター。スイトン。
Right is safe.
Middle is also safe.
フラット。デルタクロス。フラット。アルメージェスト。
Oh wait,
Can you riff?
スイトン。
Yes.
I'll keep filling.
Purple.
yeah. Oh.
Soma, come over here with me. Come over here with me, Soma. Just don't. Yeah.
バキュームイェーブ。
This is
バキュームイェーブ。
I'll have mana in 10.
It's the worst time for me dying because it just used my shroud into thin air.
I'll have mana in 10.
Middle is safe.
Oh shit, I'm dead. Yeah.
Oh,
Someone has this stacks out.
Someone has the healer stack, yeah.
I'll go south. I'll go south. Use yourself.
He's a little cocoon healer.
oh, wow.
You did your best.
What the hell was that? Dragoon healer?
スイトン。
Hey, don't, I'm alive.
No, that was my bad. I bring a death and like I panicked and ran to the other side, to the safe side after the knockback. I don't know. I should be fine now. I was just doing that strat for the first time. I felt like I had to be on the other side for some reason.
Nah, dude, it's super, like, when you do need to go on the other side, it's super dicey, like, make sure you save sprint there, just in case.
No, I did sprint. I did make it
If,
to the other side. So I was like, oh, thank
if,
God I made it.
If Yoro is the person that has the knockback, you can call it for rescue, because he takes it for this fight.
Okay.
If you need it, that is. Yoro is the
I should be
person
fine
that
now.
has
I
the
just
knockback, you can
forgot I
call
was supposed to die to that one. All I was thinking about is if I needed to make it to the other side, I need to like sprint over there as soon as possible.
Got you.
レディーチェック。テックコンプリート。アルメイジェスト。 ツイトンアルファクロスフラットフラットスーパータンクバスターツイトン
That is safe.
フラット
Oh, they
I
can't.
can raise in 3 seconds.
デルタクロスフラットアルメージェストツイトン
If anyone has a mana ship, I love you.
Move up, got cover on.
Vacuum wave
Oh!
You.
Hello. Just come back over. I didn't know that was possible.
That sound you made.
Flat. Zuyton.
What's the CB on your Lucid Dream and Soma?
Like 35 seconds.
Okay, that should be fine then. I think.
Flat.
That feeling when you forget to blow up.
There's
stuff.
still a meteor down.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Come on.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I was casting stone, but it was way too slow.
Game prepared for.
Hmm.
Ready check. Check complete. Armagest. Suiton. 追加
Oh, it looks so good. It's nice with it.
アルファクロス フラット フラット スーパータンクバスター 追加
Left is safe.
フラット デルタクロス フラット
I don't know how I got knocked the other way.
アルメイジェスト
I have no idea.
I can raise.
追加
Gotta get the boss.
Pretty sure I have. No, I don't. Oh, God.
バキュームウェーブ
That might have been my fault, Icy, though, just so you know. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Fuck.
「フラット」「追加」
I'll vote the boss after when I can.
フラット
You could have aggro restriction. Oh,
I'm gonna die.
Vote right now.
I can rest almost on my.
Okay, please.
Killing Lydia.
スーパータンクバスター アルメイジェスト 追加 バキュームウェーブ
one right under him. You might not be able to see it from the dragon.
アルファクロス フラット フラット
Back
Fuck that
down
guy.
to tech.
You see, I have Volk Shark when you need it. Doing it now.
Yeah, I vote it.
追加 オメガクロス。
Whoa!
And the tank.
my
Nice, he's
walk
dead.
Ah,
Oh god.
my bad.
フラット、
I'm gonna live.
フラット。
Someone's vaping.
Yusha.
That me. Try to do it from the
Yusha's
mic,
like
sorry.
literally the only one.
I didn't know he was vaped. Yeah.
What?
Well, you haven't heard him like talk when he takes the hit?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Just Yusha things, you know.
Yeah,
レ
only
ディーチェ
you.
ック。
Secret Yusha things.
No, I...
God.
テックコンプリート。
Fuck you, Lady of the Crown.
Go!
アルメイジェスト。 スイトン。
Oops.
アルファクロス。 フラット。 フラット。 スーパータンクバスター。スイトン。
Right is safe.
フラット。
I have a card for this Arrow 3.
Okay.
デルタクロス。 フラット。 アルメイジェスト。
Don't have
I
switch
can
back.
raise.
スイトン。 バキュームウェーブ。
Man. That man is fucking broken.
What?
Res, and it just looks like you're at full MP.
Because I had thin air. That's
Right
why I
is
said-
safe.
Still fucking broken.
Oh shit. Oh my god, I didn't pay
I'll keep
attention.
again.
Yeah, I got something for you too.
フラット。
And
I And you didn't shield for that.
Did shield.
Really?
Yes.
I see this really
Clear that
close.
was close.
Oh shit.
スイトン フラット
Here, I can fix your mana.
I think I'm invoking.
Yes.
スーパータンクバスター
Yeah, I got him. Just let me focus. Just let me focus.
アルメージェストスイトンバキュームウェーブ
Grand Cross Alpha, one under the boss.
アルファクロス フラット
I don't have shirt for this ice, so you're gonna need to pick it up yourself.
Right.
フラット
I don't have Swiftcast.
We're gonna add the tank LD this. But yeah, I'm gonna...
Might be better off
I'll
using
move to the
healer.
left.
You might be better off using healer LD. if
That
you
means two
survive.
people are gonna die. Because I'm gonna take both thunders.
Okay, your call.
スイトン
Oh shit.
Fine.
Never
フラ
mind.
ット
Nah, that's like...
I had to
Yeah.
move.
It's
If I popped down earlier, the thunder was gonna hit everybody.
yeah.
オメガクロス
Alright, Soma.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on.
I think we should probably just call it.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go. Can we do one more, please?
Okay. Great cards. Great cards. I get great intel.
I want you to hear this. So if you hear this sound,
Are we good?
that shield both going off my bar.
Oh.
Not this time.
Stop.
アルメージェストスイトン スイトン
Holy shit.
アルファクロス フラット フラット スーパータンクバスタースイトン
Here we go.
It's fucked up. Here you go, Rick.
One under the boss.
Left is safe.
フラ
Right
ッ
is
ト
safe. Shit. I said right, you little bastard. Quit trying to wipe me.
Why
White is right.
Man, Atticus trying to damn wipe the raid. What do you think?
デルタクロス
Anyone goad me, please?
Sorry.
I'll work on a cart.
♪フラット アルメージェスト スイコン
You got goaded?
Oh my goodness.
バキュームウェーブ
Got her.
Emptiness, light, and darkness.
Oh no, you were in the middle
Play
again.
it safe.
Oh shit.
Ow!
These patterns, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, I'm dead.
I need this.
Get out.
Yes. I don't have MP.
Just played it.
Okay. We're just gonna do this.
There are these, I'm gonna see people back up, don't you worry.
No, I got this earthly star. Y'all stand in this. That's earthly star, please.
♪フラット
This one in the back ain't gonna never die. I got Lydia.
スーパータンクバスター
Or are we saving LB?
Should.
Okay.
アルメージェストスイコン
What's it?
バキュームウェーブ
Left is safe.
アルファクロス フラット
Got the heal for Delta.
フラット
Delta attack.
♪フラット
Oh,
スイコン
and cross
オメガ
Omega
クロス
into the center.
This is the tank.
フラットフラットフラット
Die if you have to.
フラットアルメージェストスイコン フラット
In.
Sorry, we got these hyper compressed Almajestics just fucking
Yeah, that was scary.
just wrecking people, man.
What's next? Light and
Delta.
darkness?
Grand Cross Delta.
No. Delta
Delta
and then
Cross.
F checkers.
Oh, that one.
フラット
Oh,
Yes, I love this one.
アルメイジェスト
Guys, guess who we've got for this one?
Oh,
my
Take on.
favorite.
Sketchy aggro situation.
I've
Someone
got
has
Somas. I've got Somas. Yep.
So
And I've actually got it
scared.
this time. Believe in me. Alright, ACM Vulcan if you want to shirt me now.
Now it's empty, it's light and darkness.
Oh, directly in front of me.
Oh, yeah, right in the front.
Holy shit.
That's stupid.
Hope everybody got the shield.
フラット
No.
I saw that, Rika.
Got back in time, it's fine. Really whatever.
Meteor.
Let's cool down a little bit. Just make sure that we don't do anything silly because we're laughing and stuff.
No, I'm just saying I know exactly what you mean right now.
Watch it cover.
フラット
This back one is so healthy. And it's dead.
It's slow.
Knocked it up again.
Lydia's solo time.
Yeah, get out of the hitbox.
Super Tank Buster アルメイジェスト
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
バキュームウェーブ スイコ
Upper
ン
cross Omega. Or, I mean, whatever. Upper cross.
アルファクロス
Thanks, come on. Middle.
フラット フラット
Back up.
Delta attack.
I've got Volk shirt for you guys there.
Flatto.
Out.
Trick attack split up. Pop,
Take
pop.
on.
Yeah, there'll be 3 after trick attack ends.
That pot was popped a very long time ago. I don't.
Doesn't matter.
Take on.
Blood of the dragon.
What are the dragon?
Blood of the dragon.
You sound like a character from Rugrats. Weptar.
Wept.
Hey, another axe. Look at that. Hey, look at that.
Oh, I want the axe.
And
Look,
another
a puggle.
striking. This is my coffer.
Oh, dang.
That's a pretty nice axe there.
he asserted dominance. He's just like, this is my coffee.
No!
Whose coffer is this? This is my coffer, right?
What is
I
the
see- I
striking
think-
button?
Lydia, is that your axe?
I don't have Warrior at 70 yet. It's at 68, but I don't know if you guys will want me to play Warrior when I get it to 70 in raids.
Yeah, man, what do you think?
You could-
What if
you
they
should
take it off to
take
something
it to
godly?
I mean, I can take it if you guys think that you might want to run Warrior Dark Knight for some fights, but I would hate to take it if other people want it, you know?
Take it.
Okay, sorry. I'm grading on it then.
Just think of all the shake off.
Did you
Yeah,
already
the-
get the striking body on?
Yeah, you know, Lydia, I forgot. They're changing. Like the axe.
Well, we should definitely discuss it. I don't know who's.
Well, I just passed it.
The coffer's still here and Icy left, so coffer's
And
for...
then,
What's my coffer?
No, I'm talking about discuss like for people with weapons that pertain to that person's class or whatever. Because I've been worried about like if I should roll on the white mage cane, but I really feel like I won't really play it in a raid, so I really just don't care about it. And it allows other people to roll on loot eventually.
Well,
if I just take this Warrior Axe, then I'll just pass on every Genji coffer from now on. Like, I would just skip mine.
alright.
Because I don't
already
need any
passed
other
it, so
classes, yeah.
It's yours now. I've already passed it.
As long as Soma, because I know Soma has it at 70, as long as Soma's okay
I
with me
have
taking
it at 72, but I'll pass it. It's fine.
Okay, I've only got it at 60, I'm gonna like level it up probably in the next week.
Tom,
But
you
if
can have
Soma's
the-
okay with it.
Or
What's
you or Raz can have the striking. I didn't bring my main.
Who is the mint?
What? Do you have anything that can strike him?
Not right now. No.
No, give that shit to me, man. That's my samurai
Okay.
body.
That's
Hey
not...
man, you take it, man.
I just wasn't sure if we'd already gotten it yet.
Oh my god.
Is it whose mount is it?
My loot, bitch.
Who's not? Is it? Who hasn't gotten it?
Man,
I don't
fuck you,
know.
Raz. You know how pissed I am I
Well,
didn't
go
bring
get it,
your
Lydia.
fucking cuck. I hate you.
Yoroichi Shinunimi is it the mount for me?
What?
Who's mount? Oh,
I've been asking for like,
yes,
like
yes.
2
Everybody,
minutes.
there's no one here that doesn't have.
You
a
don't
mount.
have on your alt, do you?
It's yours. I
It
already
doesn't.
passed. Already passed.
Oh, cool, great.
Cool.
Me.
That's his name. Yoromichi.
I don't want you guys to think that I'm like trying to greet all the
Oh,
loot. I
is
just
this
don't
my
want to roll
is this
on
my
it because
best
people
parts?
tend to roll really, really fast and just fuck shit up.
Yeah. But I will
Not
from,
here.
I will from
People
now on
leave fast.
pass on all the Genji coffers
that
because
was
I've
my
already got
best
4 weapons from
one.
here. I don't want to be starving other people from weapons.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. It's nice if people take turns because I got my coffer and I used it for the class I'll use on raid, and I don't I have 1 weapon and a lot of other people have 1 weapon, so
Yeah, I use my pages for my raid weapon.
yeah.
Like, there's-
Wait, no, I have 2 weapons. I used my pages, but it was on my paladin. Like I don't want to play paladin, but a tank is more useful than a monk that's not even meta. You know? Like
Yeah. I
nobody
mean,
ever.
that's why I'm just, yeah. I might play Warrior and Raid depending on what setups we think are best for certain fights. There might be certain fights where we want to run Dark Knight Warrior. Like, I could see maybe regular X Death for parse runs. That being a good comp for that. But we'll see. So, yeah, but I will from now on just pass run
Brotherhood
Genji
is
coffers.
just physical.
I don't
They're
know.
both
We
the
should have
same.
given it to Prue, honestly, if he was there, but he wasn't. So
Yeah, I would have given it to Prue if he was here.
Prue would have devastated that axe. But it's okay because he has a character
What?
that has the axe. So
Oh, does his alt have it, yeah?
yes, his alt
Yeah,
has
it
the
does.
axe.
That's funny.
He put a lot of work into playing Warrior on V4. He knows the timings really well of home gang and getting animation locked with home gang. But with that being said, I'm gonna lock you and Soma in a room and let you guys work it out, okay?
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna roll on the next X.
Okay, it's okay, Soma. You can tell him that you wanted the axe. It's okay. We're
What
all
do you
friends.
mean?
No,
next axe.
I'm
Next, that's
just
my axe.
rapping on my warrior. I can't
I'm
even
tank
play it.
secondary.
Yeah, but that
No,
doesn't
your
mean
paladin
you get.
secondary.
Yeah, your paladin secondary, buddy. You don't get every weapon just because you have a certain class.
And Disciple the War
I guess
secondary.
you're still having this talk again. I remember we had this talk before.
I'm a disciple of war secondary. Yeah. Raz is like really disappointed right now. I can feel it from South Kakalaki. He's like, man, I thought I had all tank weapons.
Do you have the Dark Knight sword, Raz?
No.
Raz, I rolled.
That's the only one
Raz, I paid cash money for my
What
paladin
did you
sword.
use your 8th page on?
Me?
Raz.
He's not using on anything. He's cucking it so he can get all the weapons.
No,
Piece of shit.
I used my pages on Paladin Sword.
And shield.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Why would you use it on the? Why would you?
I'm Yoritri and I'm angry. Ah!
What's wrong with him getting the tank weapon?
Because I would have not done it. I would have just rolled on it if I had known that he already had it. I bought mine because I knew he had his second, and I didn't want to go through like 8 lines of fucking tank mains. Fucking get a
What are
weapon.
you
To be
talking
fair,
about?
six of those lines are just Raz.
One of them is me.
Yeah, exactly. So we got Prue. First of all, then we would have Raz, who's just like Palawin, baby. Then I would have had to go fight Tomo at the bottom of the cage match. Like, no, that's okay. I'll just buy it.
I think you could take Tomo.
I don't know.
That's fine.
Maybe in a lot of things, but not for that loot, man. He's been like this for years.
I don't think you can take Tomo.
I don't know.
I've been losing to Rika though.
Well, I mean, you can't compare yourself to a god, so I mean...
Everything that
unfair.
I could actually use that dropped this week all went to Rika, and I got everything that I couldn't use.
Damn. It's okay. You shouldn't get a wild hair to bring the wrong... well, actually, it doesn't matter. My monk is shit. Nobody wants it anyway. If I need to play a melee, I'll just play Dragoon.
Have you just completely fucking forgotten about Monk since you got Dragon
Yeah, you
70?
don't like Monk anymore?
I do like monk, but I'm not the type of... I just can't convince
I mean, if you're
myself to play something that's not useful.
If you're trapping
What are
stuff,
you
doesn't
talking
really
about?
give
Have
a
you
shit.
seen some of the speed clears using 3 melee? Looks like a fucking god.
Icy, are you gonna go to your pizza party?
Yeah, but why would
pizza?
somebody take the 3rd melee as a monk? Well,
Because
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, because Samurai doesn't offer shit?
Because Brotherhood gives 5% to 5 other in the red.
Because you
And
are
Mantra.
Yeah,
And Mantra.
but Brotherhood's literally it. Like, I mean, it doesn't outclass Dragoon, is what I'm saying.
No, you would take a Dragoon, Ninja, and
But
Monk.
the first priority is going
that's-
to be Ninja, and then it's going to be Dragoon. Monk is going to be 3rd on that list.
That's why Raz is saying 3 melee comps. It beats Samurai.
I don't know, man. I just made a quick call. I didn't know.
Oh, by the way, Tomo, you might need to learn Machinist, because that hypercharge might be going to 10%.
Yeah, what do you think I got this coffer for?
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
everyone knows things.
Yo, but my second coffer, I definitely wanted to go to Ren. So when we start that over, I don't know what we're doing for order or free for all, but I want a Dragoon Spear because that 340 shit is like fucking. It's the
By the
worst.
way, we have
Dude,
that.
this is so cute. I love Yoru right now.
What? What?
Baby Dragoon.
Sound like
Oh.
a Dragoon. You're so cool. Yeah.
Man, you've been gone too long, dude. I put in a lot of work, man. Like,
But then
dude,
who's gonna play
I
Bard?
love it. It's fucking awesome. You rock, man.
yeah.
If
I
I
mean,
go Machinist, who's playing Bard, Raz?
Rika.
One more time. One more.
Just hear Tomo slowly die inside.
Yo, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, we'll probably clear. I don't know. I thought about it. I just wanted to really bad. I didn't want to go in there tomorrow.
When you and Yusha were talking about Dragoon stuff, I just imagined this picture, but replaced the word crystal with a dragon eye.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That got really gross really quick.
It's a J.O. crystal?
What's a J.O. crystal?
Jack off crystal.
Yo, ah, shit.
Nobody knows but me and my bros.
Oh, white wild
I
dragon.
see.
That's how I know it's real.
The dragon I wear around my neck contains an essence that gets recharged when I jump with a bro,
Yeah.
who also has a dragon eye. It gives me confidence at raids, high parses, best percentiles, etc. Nobody knows it's a Geo Dragon Eye but me and my Dragoon bros.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I've seen it glow red while Blood of the Dragon is active.
That's how I know it's real.
Yeah, that's so I know it's real.
You can jump over for as long as you want, but I need a picture of you preferably wearing your Dragon Eye before I waste my jump. Before I waste my life with the dragon.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's so funny.
Just
Before I
fucking
waste my
Photoshop
dragon
that.
sight.
You're
bro.
supposed to type it out and post it on Reddit now.
Everything
them
about
side by
that tickles
side.
me.
Photoshop a fucking Dragoon helmet onto that guy.
Yeah. Then just rewrite it.
Oh, that's so weird.
No, it's
How-
great.
How did I die? I can't remember how. Let's do a flare.
Your
it
hit
says.
points hit 0 and you fell over.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
my
shit.
best part.
Which time? Because I don't. There's a lot of-
413.
Yeah, I know. He dies like every week, doesn't he? Piece of shit.
I'm not saying that.
Rascal. I'm saying it. I hate him. Country
Friends,
fucking bastard.
friends.
Friends.
Friends, family.
Because you
FOMO.
died to Slayer times 2 and then Holy.
I may not always
Yeah, I heard a lot of
love
complaining about
you
shields. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember.
As far as there
That's
are
just
No,
so-
that wasn't that full.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what Soma does. Every time some shit goes wrong, she's like, God damn it, Yoru. Motherfucking didn't get your shit right, did you?
Yoru, did you have a stream up or had something recording?
Yeah,
Yep.
I did.
That's why we didn't clear fast.
Damn.
Yeah, every time.
There's.
Yo, did y'all hear how Soma just wrecked me, though? Like, she didn't even look to see what it went wrong. She was just like, probably fucking shield. Like, she just
That was
came
good.
straight after my throat, and I'm like, I almost ate it, too. I was like, damn, shit. Wait, hold on a second. I did put shields up, because I remember going over to the corner to make sure I hit everybody with the shields.
Oh, okay, the flare when people died. Okay,
I
I was
don't
on the
know.
opposite side where I was supposed to be, and I didn't make it all the way to the edge in time.
Yeah.
See? What about that group
I mean,
that,
we could have just agreed to no shields.
No,
Ooh,
No, we couldn't
that's
agree to that.
Funny. That's funny.
that's bullshit. It wasn't my fault. For once.
Is that your unicorn?
No.
No.
I did well, except for that time that I gave everybody the crit card and gave myself an arrow.
Wait, I got a moon. I should use that. Present.
Or that time I gave everybody balance, except for Rika, and then I drew a second balance and gave it to Rika.
I appreciated that. It's annoying 'cause it's like I don't want to like rush in close because there's not really a strong reason for me to, and it's like Serial will clip if I leave it in if I don't have a proc or whatever. So like moving early if I can, but otherwise I usually wait until I get to my next like Blizzard 3 or Fire 3.
I just try to. It's tough because I'll have like 4 seconds ticking on my mana, and I want to spread the card and extend it so that I can extend the mana too. So it gets sticky situations like that sometimes.
Like with your Dragoon Crystal, or your JO Crystal. That's a stick
man.
message.
If the timer does ever end up getting tight like that and you use the card, just let me know, and you know I'll take the clip of the GCD for the balance card.
Okay. Also, for other things like if the guy, if Icy calls out for a goad, and
I just don't take.
you also do give him a goad. Could you say that you gave him a goad so that I don't throw away potential damage DPS increasing cards looking for a utility card? Because I was about to do that. Like I was one click away from it, and I looked at his TP. I was like, man, you don't need no motherfucking TP.
It was a party
bring
vibe
goat
buff.
rest?
No, I don't normally care.
I
Yeah.
tacticianed.
What the hell happened to him? Because he
He
had
I
Tactician.
tacticianed!
oh, good
A
job.
party wide buff.
He said.
that regenerates TP at an accelerated rate.
Oh, that shit don't take your DPS away?
No.
Thank you, Tomo.
Wow. I don't need invigorate then. Then do that again.
Okay.
If I'm playing Machinist, who's playing Bard?
Venus has to
You also.
Yeah, Machinist.
You need to play
also.
both.
But yeah, just you know, as far as raid communication, I didn't know it was Tomo. I thought it was an actual goat. But,
I don't care.
Yeah, I
so.
figured it wasn't gold because I was like, who's actually running gold?
Yeah, nobody's
here?
running goat here.
That was just a plea for a TP from someone.
yeah.
I just went with goat by default. I don't know why. It's just.
Well, I try
I
to
do
play.
the same thing.
I try to play Astro well. It's a really good class that can really touch on a lot of different bases.
Really touch a lot of
Bowl up
people.
time? Bowl up time?
Yeah,
Bowl up
Bowl,
time?
I mean, Bowl.
Bowl.
We laugh at Bowl, but you know we cleared with Bowl, so you know I did like 4
That's why
bowls.
we're laughing, because they were.
Did like 4 bowls on our clear run. I'm not gonna lie.
This
Today?
the alt-right mount is like really shitty looking, but it's hypnotic the way it like curls around itself.
Yeah,
but it can't bank. I hate it.
It's really fun. I like it.
Nothing can bank, but
It looks so small on Lalafels. It's
You
like
know
him
how-
raiding his son.
You know how fucking awesome it is? Like, if someone steps into emptiness and you just happen to pull that spread that's like utility spread, and you're like, it's normally a spread, you're like, hey, let's just jump off and kill ourselves. But then when, you know, when people need it, you're like, fuck, I got mana, I got TP for days.
I love when the emptiness hits everyone and then you put a balance on us so we have damage down, but we do like 5% extra damage even though it's damage down.
I like when
That's like
everybody
600 instead of 500.
I like when everybody needs a mana shift and I just AoE spread the ewer.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Dude, you know that actually helped me. Like I wasn't over the MP threshold to use Request Gap, and then you did that and I was like, fuck yeah.
I had no choice. Like I did the sleep draw and then the first thing I saw was mana, but it was the AoE and I was like, shit, how do I get rid of this AoE but keep the mana?
You could have used the remove the Royal Road button.
When is
Yeah,
gonna get the car?
The thing is, when you do that, it removes
is
it,
the
but I
truck
still need
there,
an
or is the
effect
truck at
on the
home?
card, you know?
Nah, I just used the regular old card.
Oh, it
No
is?
problem.
Man, nobody does that.
I think that was the run that it was Reinforcing Side just used Mana Shift on Soma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, if that's what's done for today, I'm gonna hop off. Back to Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
It needs it.
Alright, bye bye guys. Have a nice night.
So long. Farewell.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wait, question.
Answer.
Now we're starting
Daily
with
double.
coffers. When can I get a coffer?
Look at the seriously needs
Are we
it.
free rolling coffers? Are we like every man for himself
It's
coffers?
free
You
roll now.
tell
Who
us.
did it
Oh,
earlier that
did
the
Prue
needed
get one?
it?
He got one, yeah.
I know,
Yeah, Prue
but
got one. It's free roll now.
I don't want to keep bringing my alt. I just need a coffer and
Is
I'll
that
go
all
away.
you're bringing her for?
Yeah, that's it.
Die.
Well, I mean, if the spear dropped, then I wouldn't need a coffer on her, and I wouldn't have to sack my shit. And I know nobody wants the spear except for maybe you.
Yes.
You already have like 5 pieces of dragon gear, and we've been seeing them hit the 4 every week. It's honestly, I'm realizing it's the class that no one wants to play. I don't understand.
Yeah, thank you!
I don't
God.
understand. No one wants to play it. Well, it's so good. Everyone wants the eye. Nobody wants to give the eye. It's crazy.
No. Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand it.
Bonotori.
I can't play.
Monotori.
I can't play ninja though. Like Raz has got it there. That's just some shit I can't do, dude. I tried it in Heaven's Ward once and broke every bone in my fucking fingers and never went back.
Monotori.
Oh, you thought that was bad. Try Stormblood Ninja.
Nah, I'm straight. That's what I'm saying. Like Stormblood Ninja, I'm good. Soma, did you steal a machinist weapon?
No.
From A12, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you play Dragoon when it was just like 3 gear scuggles and you'd eat your meter?
No, I did. I had enough information about it when it ate the meter.
Because Sunblood just it feels so different. Like it's, I think Heaven's Or Dragoon was the best Dragoon.
It's right. I think it's right though with not eating your meter. Well, I mean
No.
it's right, but I want.
No, because
I want to
then
eat my
Blood of the
meter.
Dragon's like literally an afterthought. Like you pop it, and then as long as you're doing it properly, you don't lose it.
That's how they do, Yusha. When they add new stuff to the game, they want to make less buttons for you to do and press and focus on your hotbar. They just push.
Well, they
it.
just made a button there you only press the one time.
Yeah. I mean, there's times that you have to press it, like when he does, what's that shit, Decisive Battle, you have to time it perfect or else you're gonna lose your fourth fucking eye application. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you don't repop Blood of the Dragon there. The only time you pop Blood of the Dragon for X-Death is for Neo X-Death after Grand Cross Omega. So like if you have Shriek
What,
and
for
then...
X-Death?
For X-Death, no, you don't need to... Well, I guess after Decisive Battle, after the
You should
tree.
wait. Hold on. What do you mean? There's
You-
literally no way to get your Nastron in before he goes to Decisive Battle, right?
No. Well, no to you and no to me because okay, by the time he does Decisive Battle, you should be hitting your final fourth combo. That'll extend you to 30 seconds, and then you run through that while you're running around a tree, and then you pop out of the dragon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You
Said
just don't-
before Decisive Battle. Popping Blood of the Dragon before Decisive Battle.
No. I meant after.
Your words, not mine.
I'm pretty sure I said when
The
he
travel
does,
ban isn't a ban.
Somebody tell
These
him
are
he said
your
before
words.
the tree.
I'm pretty sure I said when he does Decisive Battle, but
These are your
it's
words.
really not. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to figure it out. I was just losing it like a dumbass. It was just falling off.
What do you think about the changes for Dragoon coming up?
I haven't taken a look at him.
About only needing 3 eyes instead of 4.
No way!
What do you
Yeah.
mean 3 eyes instead of...
I
Oh,
didn't know.
3!
That's
Oh,
awesome!
3!
Wait, that'll change everything though. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh!
like apparently like it's a decent buff, but it's gonna throw off some timings.
Yeah.
Throw off all the timings.
How's it gonna? Okay, so it's gonna work out to like 2 jumps and 1 spine shatter opens Nastron, but that doesn't line. Does that line up with every 60 seconds? So blood for blood's 80.
I don't know. That doesn't sound good, man. That doesn't sound good at all.
I'm sure it will work out.
Yeah, it'll
somehow.
It'll be fine. But
It'll be hard to unlearn what I've.
It'll be the first jump plus 2 of those little baby jumps. It's 70 seconds. So every 70 seconds, right?
Essentially, yeah. 3 eyes though.
It's hot.
I wonder why.
I don't know, just one various adjustment. Another thing for Dragoon, which is minor, is they're lowering the potency of heavy thrust
Microphone muted.
and just increasing it elsewhere, just to be like if you happen to drop heavy thrust for a moment, it's not losing as much.
Do you mean the potency when you apply it, or the buff it gives?
I'm
it's the
not
buff it
certain. It
gives.
wasn't clear. I thought it was the buff, but
Okay.
it sounds like they're gonna look to even that out. But that was
That's
just
cool.
another little thing that they had there.
That's cool. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem, Bob. You take that hit.
Sorry. Do you guys hear that a lot? Like,
Yes?
I do it as far away from my microphone as possible,
Yes?
while remaining seated.
I've run enough content with Spross that I just kind of tune it out.
Grapes too?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's
Sorry, when
always
you said
talking
Spross,
about
I
packing a
imagine for
bowl.
like, completely different people.
Yeah, like half the time when I'm running anything with Spross, he's like, "Oh wait, give me like 10 minutes. I gotta go and meet my he has to go and like pick up some weed or various stuff or whatever." And yeah,
Oh. I don't vape that.
yeah, I don't know all what Spross is. It's actually been a bit since I've talked to him.
Microphone
yeah.
activated.
I'm
He says
just
I gotta go meet my weed, man.
yeah, pretty much like But he literally comes and does home delivery for Spross.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that. That's the thing.
I want a relationship like that. Not the weed part, just someone comes over all the time.
It's a
Give me
nice
stuff.
relationship. Dude, it's pretty nice. Like,
Imagine home delivery
I
cream.
mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about this, but I imagine it's pretty nice smoking pot with people. Seriously, like
It's
you sit
pretty
back,
nice too. Sorry, I didn't.
play fighting games, and just get really fucking stoned off your ass, and then he leaves and takes your money, and you feel satisfied for some reason.
What? Are we
Yeah,
talking about the same thing?
Yeah, that's the relationship. The guy, he comes, he brings you what you want, and he takes something out of his, or something special, like a special delight, like some type of hydra or something, and he rolls it up, and he's like, you know, fire this up with you because you're my main man. And it's
then
called
you blow him.
Unrelatable. All of it.
And
What
then
Tomo said, what you said.
It's customer service, though. That's like making your customer feel appreciated. That's
Yeah, and then you show how much you appreciate him.
I don't know about the sex part, Tomo. I don't think that's
No?
No, I don't think that happens. Also,
Both of you live in completely different worlds.
Tomo's like describing his fucking drug dealer fantasy. Come in and just rip off my clothes.
I don't think you know all the types, you know?
You're right. I only know about Georgia. It's a big world out there.
Georgia's big, or everything else outside of it is big?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
Speaking of Georgia, I'm released. I'm free. I'm finna fucking get out of this bitch. A bat out of hell.
Oh, nice. You got all of your affairs in order?
Yeah, man. They called me today. They said, hey, you know...
Mr. Hampton?
Shit! Why? Why? No! That's not my name, by the way. Everybody.
David Edward Hampton
Oh my
Jr.
God. Hello, you're trying to get me fucking DDoSed.
Are you still streaming that?
Yeah, I was definitely streaming. Well, there's all my information.
Well, time to go check out your Switch real quick.
I know, right? Cyber attack if you like shit.
Are you in relation to the
Actually,
famous 1980s American con artist?
if you steal my... Oh, I read about him. But if you steal my identity, you'll be in for a rude surprise because my auntie already did it. So, rip you.
My aunt took my cookies when I was younger, but that's about it.
Don't talk about taking cookies, please. I still have bad memories.
It's so dramatic, right? You reach out for your cookies and they're not there.
Yeah, but at least in my situation, I lost money because of it.
So you lost money, not cook. Well,
No,
are you
I
sure you
lost
paid for
cookies
cookies?
because
then
they
you
stole
lost
my
cookies
cookies
for eating.
Y'all crazy.
Wait, didn't I tell you?
Oh, I'm crazy. My
That was like
cookies
my
were
third
stolen,
day
and
of
I'm
work.
crazy.
I remember explaining it. I gave a box by accident, and then they knew I gave them an extra box, and they ran away laughing. And then they're all sassy and stuff when they texted me back. They're like, "Oh yeah, tell your boss we're not sorry." And then I was like, please give it back. It's for another delivery. And they're like, oh, it's too late. We already dug in. It's a safety hazard now.
Yeah, I see. Once it leaves your hand and touches their hand and you turn your back, you can't take it anyway. You would have gotten fired for that.
Oh yeah, I can. If it's okay. If I hand them a box and I'm like, oh yeah, that box, I didn't mean to give it to you. They just give me back the box. You're telling me that
if it's sealed, then yes. But if it's not sealed, then no.
it's like a pizza box. Like it's as sealed as it can be. You know, it's
Is
just
it
a cardboard
sealed like
box.
Pizza boxes aren't
Is it
sealed, no.
like wrapped like you can't?
No, it's like a pizza box, but
Okay,
you put
yeah,
cookies in it.
Yeah, that's improper. It's improper health shit, dude. You can't do that.
Yeah, I can. It's fine.
You can't.
No, it's the Asian. No, it's the Asian and anything.
Literally,
Yeah, it's
once
just
you
a
give
box.
them,
Like
if it's a pizza box and you give it to them, they can open it and look at it. Dude, they can shoot like 4 boogers, a piece of
Oh
hair,
yeah, they
and
can shoot their
anthrax.
STDs out of their eyes onto the pizza now, contaminated.
Dude, don't you know that that's how they were fucking people up, dude? Like, people just being
yeah,
trusting.
that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's what those college girls are doing, right? They got diseases shooting out of their bodies.
Oh, man, you are too naive. You can actually put some type of poison on a person. Like, people do that shit to little
You're
kids.
not taking my story correctly, okay? Like, the whole point of the story was they could have handed me back the box of cookies instead of
That's
running
like
away.
deja vu. It's a different topic, but this is deja vu. Something like this happened 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know, it did.
this literal argument, but not cookies or whatever. Like,
well, the thing is that's what they do to little kids. That's why you're supposed to check the kids' fucking candy and shit, because they take needles and they put shit, and you know, it's just because there's sick people.
This
There's
doesn't
psychos.
happen in Oklahoma. I don't know what's going on over there in Georgia, but we don't have people drugging.
not that you know of, I see.
You don't have.
Not that you know of.
You don't have psychos in Oklahoma. I'm coming there, man. Coming there. Safe.
Oh, but if somebody steals from you, like, and you're an employee, it's not you're not a cop. It's not your duty to go and get it. Like,
yeah, I know,
even
even
if it's your fuck
No,
up.
they didn't steal from him. He
Yeah, I know.
He didn't steal from me. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, obviously everyone disagrees with everything,
Their
so
decision
whatever.
to not turn around and realize I made a mistake and give him an extra box is them stealing from me.
No, that's your decision. When you made the mistake, it's over. It's not.
That is technically your bad. It's not like they reached into your little bag of cookie whatever's and
Yeah,
took
they
your...
didn't have a gun. They didn't say, "Give me this shit so I cut
Okay,
your
so in
dick
the
off."
situation where they give it back to me, so it's just me like handing them the box and then them giving it back to me and them like handing the box and walking away.
The thing is, I see. So you have to.
What
know
Was
would
it
you call that
sealed
then?
though?
What's the
Like, they didn't
difference?
open it, so yes, it's fine.
Well, no, it's not like a. What's the word? It starts with a P. Is it? What's the shit when it's like saran wrapped up where you can't touch it? Like that type
Plastic.
of seal. It's a permatic. I don't know what it's called.
Medically.
Well, either way,
Yes,
my
that's
manager
it.
did say he wanted. I told him what happened. He's like, yes, they did steal the cookies. It's like it's not like a maybe they did or there's like a technical term. They stole the cookies because they didn't pay for it.
Actually, they were given cookies and then asked to pay for them.
It's more like you lost the cookies rather than they stole. For them to steal it, they have to take it from you without you like handing it over. Like, you handed it to them, and it was a mistake. So
that's a weird way. Okay, I guess I lost them, but you know, if I went to my boss like I lost the cookies. He'd be like,
no, from your perspective as a vendor, it wasn't stolen from you. It was you gave it away by mistake. Like for me to steal an orange from a fruit stand, I'd have to like go sneak it, like snatch it, and then run away. That's stealing. If he handed me 2 oranges and he's like, "Oh, you only paid for 1," you know, it's like, well, you put it in my bag, like it's mine now. Like,
yeah,
yes,
but the thing is, like a normal person would go back and okay.
I get
Have
what
you
you're
had
saying. I
oranges?
get what you're
Like-
saying.
Okay,
I
so,
see.
so even if it wasn't stolen, okay, it's still just wrong that they
He's
didn't
saying
give it back.
he's saying it's kind of like with the buyer, like where we knew something wrong happened, and it's just like what happened is they got the cookies and they were just like, they knew that they shouldn't have been getting them, and they were just like, shit, got his ass. And he's saying in that sense that they stole from him.
Yeah, it's morally wrong, but people don't
morally
have
wrong.
morals. So...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm arguing against. Is that it's morally wrong. Like the guy who stole 2 oranges from.
We're not saying they're right,
You pull out
we're
2
just
oranges
saying-
and the vendor sees that you're walking away with 2 oranges, and then
I know,
the
but
vendor's like,
but
"Can
when
please
you
give me back my orange
when
that
you
didn't
put
pay
in
for,
a
and then you just
position,
run off with it."
you put in a position of responsibility, even if it's this tiny, precious little cookies that are probably really delicious, you have to take care of them. You know, they're the baby, and if you hand the baby off to someone else, you know, you still going to jail for it. You know, it's you were in charge of that baby, and you know.
I don't know that IC would go to jail for losing cookies. You know.
No, I'm talking about the baby, but
The
okay,
baby,
but let's,
specifically
yeah.
Child Protective Services.
Yeah, we're just saying in this situation he held responsibility for the item, so it's his responsibility to not
Yeah, I agree with that.
you know, hand it off. And that's all anyone's usually gonna see. But the guys, yeah, they're morally incorrect, of course. Do they care? Were they black? Of course. Of course they don't care if they're black.
Of course they were black.
Well, what are you talking about now?
You know what changed your perspective, Icy? Going to jail. Because there's a bunch of black people there.
IC, don't go to jail.
Don't go
Like,
to jail.
Don't go
You
to jail.
You can understand what you were talking about without having to go. It's not a dare. He's not.
No, I'm not daring you. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you from experience. Like, if you ever go and live in a realm like that where you sleep with one eye open because someone might be going in your bunk or taking your shit, and when your shit comes up missing, you gotta play goddamn case closed to figure out who took your shit, and you also gotta beat them up in the fucking cut where the camera cuts off so you don't get sent to max. You know, those situations really shape and develop you to understand human nature. Like, one of my favorite stories is I was bunked, and when I was locked up this one time, I was bunked with this white guy who was racist. And Lord Jesus, he could not stop being racist. And every Sunday, football would come on, and they would be like, Atlanta Falcons, you know, a bunch of black people. Atlanta Falcons, let's watch this shit. And he'd be like, no, fuck you motherfucking N-words. I want to watch NASCAR. That's a real sport. And it was the argument every week.
Debatable.
Yeah, and he would get the fucking remote, dude, and dive on his bunk, and then, like, he would wake up in the morning, and I'd be like, hey, Abe, how you doing? He'd be like, what's up, nigga? I'd be like, God damn, like, bruh. He'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm stopping, I'm trying to do better, and he just couldn't help it, because he was taught that, and that was when I learned a very important life lesson, that racism is taught, man, and he was taught that that's what black people were from the day he was born, and being a 70-year-old man, doing this for 70 years, it's difficult to change, even if he gets his ass beat every day. It's just difficult.
I agree with that. I think racism is nurtured, not nature. I don't think people are inherently racist. It's something they pick up.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I was just telling you why when we have these little talks, I'm always like, this, that, and that, or whenever I'm talking to you and shit, Icy, is because, man, I've literally been through it, and I've experienced a lot of stupid shit, man. And you just learn a lot when you can't trust anybody, and you know, it's nice to make the choice to trust everybody. Like, people get over on me all the time, but not because I don't have enough sense to not trust them. It's because I'm choosing to trust them, so I don't lose my faith in in people. You know?
Gone. He's not there. He's reeling from what you've told him.
No, I'm here.
He's thinking about how he can
when
get
those
to
girls
jail.
didn't get those cookies back.
Those girls took my cookies.
When those girls didn't get those cookies back, I was like pretty in shock. I was like,
some
people
girls?
like this is the world. They're just cookies.
This is the real world, I see.
You got jacked by some girls?
In the real world, I see.
Like, they know
girls
it's for
cookies,
someone
all
else
right?
that paid for them, and
Dude.
they're like, they don't care.
Dude, all you gotta do is
they care.
all you gotta do is ask Soma. Would she give you the cookies back?
No, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't give you the fucking cookies back because
I think Soma would give back the cookie. It depends on how you ask.
If someone wants to order some food,
Soma would be like, I ate one,
I
but
wouldn't
here's
take
the
the
box
cookies.
back.
Like, I imagine, okay, in my mind's eye, I'm imagining Icy hand over cookies to Soma right now.
Yeah.
He says, oh, my bad, I wasn't gonna give you those cookies. And Soma would be like, okay, that's a common mistake that Icy makes a lot.
No,
Here,
this is.
I'll return the cookies
No,
to
you
you.
should.
This is all happening in my head. I wanna know.
You
I
forgot
hear the
one
voices.
part. You forgot one part. It's when he turns to Soma and asks for the cookies back. She's like,
Wow.
Oh man.
Icy, have you never like done stupid shit when you're a kid? Like, you know, get little sticky fingers. Like, have you never done anything like?
I haven't.
Like, have you ever gone to a convenience store and was like, "Hey, look, a piece of gum," and
I haven't.
I'm like 8 years old. Let me just
Holy cannoli, I haven't.
Me neither.
wait, what? Get your hands all sticky. What are you talking about?
No. Okay. So like,
Ew,
like
you
imagine
son.
you're really young, you don't know any better, and then you go to the convenience store and you're just like, man, I could really go for some gum. So you just go
I
to the
stole
candy
a
aisle.
lot as a kid, like a lot.
What?
I grew up, like I was raised to steal.
Okay, so
too.
you
I was raised to steal.
understand where the girls are coming from then. Like, this shouldn't be
Yeah,
a
but
shock
they're
to you.
grown-
It's something people
They're
do.
college girls. They're not kids.
No,
Dude,
those are
college
still
people
kids.
are
Yeah.
the most
Yeah, they're pretty
immoral. Like,
You say that, but like it's only been them. But I haven't made the same actions.
I see. You're looking at this the wrong way, dude. Were they hot?
No.
Well, then you need to get those cookies back. I mean, I don't know what to say.
See, if they were hot, I'm like, okay, you know what? I hope they enjoy those cookies. But no, they weren't.
I hope they enjoy. That's not something a vendor who had goods from them stolen would say.
I see.
Hey,
if they're
college girls, okay?
I see.
What about college
there.
people are adults? You don't.
If they're college girls and they're hot, you just lean up on the wall and you be like, "Yeah, girl, those cookies
okay.
on me."
Okay, even if they were hot, I was joking about them being hot, and I'd be okay with it. I would not have been okay with it, but
you don't know that they weren't hot.
I would have been more okay than I am now.
I see. You have to turn a negative situation to a positive one. Like, look at you now. You're sad. You're distraught.
Yeah,
they
dude,
just stole
you're
cookies
dwelling
from
too
you.
much.
But this is what you could have done. You could have been Icy Mac Man, the cookie daddy. You could have been like.
I lost money because of it. In the long run.
Right, you were
like
gonna
$20.
lose money regardless. Like the moment the cookies left your hand, the money was gone from your paycheck.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
It was over.
No, it was also
over.
time too.
You would need a miracle
like,
from
what I had
God.
to do was I had to go to the next delivery, explain what happened, and give her half the order. And then she's like, "Okay, I'll come back for the second half of the order." See, look, this situation actually ended up being worse because the order was already done. I didn't know the address. Like when I went back to the store to get the second half. I didn't remember where the address was. Like, I went to the apartment complex. I didn't remember the number. So I knocked on the door that I assumed was the number, and
you
no
gave them
answered.
the cookies, and they stole from you too.
No. No one answered. So I wasted my time driving across town to not deliver to them, and then I was like, crap, I probably got the wrong number, or they didn't answer because they're asleep. Because when I told the...
You poor child. I just want to follow you around. Like, what the hell be going on?
We can make a TV show out of it.
The very next day, I like they gave me back the order. They're like, you know that order you're supposed to give to that chick, she never got it. I was like, yeah, because like I went to the wrong place. And she's like, well, this is the place now, so you gotta go. I had to go, and I didn't get paid, you know, to go bring him back. And I drove all the way across town. It's like a 20-minute drive, pretty much. So I drove for like probably like an hour total, and didn't get paid for it. Just because those girls took my cookies.
You can't blame the girls for taking your cookies when you don't remember the address. You were there. You were physically there before. How do you?
It's partially my fault that I didn't ask. Like the shift manager should have told me the address when I went back. He didn't know it either.
No, it's partially their fault. It's mostly your fault. You gotta accept that, Icy, because that's just gonna hold you back, man.
Yeah, I know. It was my third day at work, so there were some fumbles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was one of them. Is that like the reason why I gave him an extra box by accident is because there were 2 orders that went to the same place, and I messed up. I just pretty much messed up. Pretty much. I read the receipt wrong.
You could have just turned yourself into just you could have just made it seem like you did it on purpose, dude. Because then look at all the things you would have saved yourself if you did it on purpose. You wouldn't be embarrassed. You wouldn't be robbed at gunpoint by some cute little college girls. You wouldn't.
They weren't even cute.
College girls aren't even that threatening. Like, what?
I mean, they seem pretty threatening in this story. Like, I feel.
They're really mean. I already posted.
They were so mean. They hurt my face.
I immediately called them, and then they like it was obviously a hang up. Like I heard them laughing and stuff when they ran away too. They were so mean about it. They hurt my feelings.
They giggled at you. Oh my god! You know.
Yeah. I was telling them to like come back, you know, and then they're like, and then they giggled and they ran away, and I can't chase them because they went inside their dorm. I'm not allowed to go inside their dorm.
I see. That's not what you do, man. Look, if you really want to make a Never mind.
So I texted them, and then they just like texted back sassy responses.
Sounds about right. I mean, college.
Yeah.
Look, man. Look at it this way. You learned a life lesson. You won't hand off cookies to the wrong people anymore. Look. You grow from these experiences, right?
Yeah,
it's
this
great.
was a month ago.
Have you guys ever seen like those little on those cartoons? They got like the devil and the angel on the right side and the left side. Like,
supposed to be like your morality, like.
Yeah, they represent your morality or your conscience. I wish I could just be pocket sized like that and ride with Icy everywhere for like 2 weeks.
Which are you? I want to be the devil.
I could just be neutral. I just want to be there to help.
You're the dude sitting on his head. You're like the little monkey pet. Like, dude, just chill. You're a GoPro. You want to be a GoPro.
I just want to help, man. I just want to see what's going on, man. Like, just.
If you want to help, you be the angel. I'll be the devil.
Be like, stop! Don't do this to my friend
I can
Icy.
be the angel.
Dumb.
Yeah.
See you guys.
All right, later. Thanks for helping us.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yo, that guy's fucking adorable, man. Jesus Christ.
Dude.
He got those chicks raped him. I imagine that he's getting raped by the random chicks like that all the time, and I wish I could just be there to just slap fire to these hoes.
I don't know how you're supposed to survive on your own if you don't learn to, you know, to get over things or to look out for yourself. You know,
he
like
needs a guardian angel. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm enlisting for the job. It's like I want to be Icy Shadow's guardian angel.
no, but like real talk. Like imagine you're hanging out with him in real life. If somebody starts fucking with him, like you feel compelled to protect him. Like I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying anything bad. I just.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, Yusha. I've worried about it myself a lot of times. Like I wonder if he's getting paid the right wage, and
yeah,
you know, if he's supposed to be working these amount of hours with no breaks. And I worry about a lot of shit with him. Like I feel
like he's a dude you don't trust to travel like on his own. Like,
yeah.
like you swear to God, like he'll get lost. Like you never say, can you come meet me on whatever.
Yeah,
and
I don't trust his ass. I worry about him. That's why when he told me about his jobs, I was like, yeah, 2 part-time jobs. Yeah, he's like, oh, they're 2 full-time jobs. And I was like, they're dicking you down, Icy. Don't let them do you like this, you know?
I guess those kind of experiences are important because it should help him grow. Like that's how you learn, right? You get fucked with.
That's why I was telling him that he's not gonna grow if he doesn't accept the fact that once the cookies leave his hand, it's on him. It doesn't matter. And then at that point you grow, you're like, shit, I ain't gonna never trust these bitches with no cookies ever again. You know, that's the type of mentality you take, not, oh man, whoa, is human morality is so low, therefore out of our country, or whatever the fuck, you know, some old Shakespearean shit, some shit Prue would say. I don't know.
What would you have done? Would you have taken back would you storm their little dorm room and be like, hey, give me back my cookies?
I would have definitely probably sent them a call, not a text, because text can be traced back and this is a hard copy. Probably would have called them and made some threatening remarks. And
you better give me back my cookies, I'm gonna fucking cut you.
Yeah, give me back my cookies or I'm gonna fucking it's not safe.
I know where you live, I just delivered.
Yeah, I just delivered to your house, and you know, I have some friends that we might just come visit you and you know, put things in your butt. See how that feels.
What?
Put some cookies in your butt. Well, I mean, I didn't say I was gonna play patty cake with him, Yusha. I said threaten. Did you not hear me? I'm sorry. What did you want
that
me to say?
That was a good time.
Oh God.
Oh, that's stupid.
I mean, or I would have said something like, if I knew that it was over with and it was a bunch of girls, if it was guys, I would stick with plan A, but if it was a bunch of girls and, you know, I fucked up, I would be like...
I'd let it go.
I'd be like, hey, babe.
I don't have the energy or the time to...
I would just own up to messing up.
Yeah, you just let it go.
That's the better ethical way.
No, what you do is you do hair slick back / hair slick back, turn around / wink. Give her the
That's not gonna work for
you. Are
you.
you speaking in tongues? What is happening?
What's the finger?
Ew,
where you point the finger and you kind of like do like the gun and you just like.
Yeah. Oh, finger guns.
Yeah. You hit her with that, man, and you make yourself look cool because there's no point.
Are you hitting? Not.
What?
Her? Or are you getting back to cookie? What?
Well, you don't have to.
I think he's treating them as one and the same.
I don't understand. Like half the time
he's
either he's hitting on them or he's threatening them or he's. Which is it?
No,
what are you?
The cookie is
hitting
gone.
on them is plan B.
The cookie is gone, dude, at this point. Either way. What you do is you just make yourself look as cool as possible and don't look like you got robbed by some little girls. That's it.
Dude,
what do you want
to do?
I'm
not delivering cookies. I'm not about to look cool. I just want to make a living, okay?
Would you rather go back?
Would you rather go back? I don't need...
Would you rather go back to your coworkers and be like, hey, I just, you know... threw these chicks.
Because that's what happened.
Yeah, dude, I don't care where.
I threw these chicks some free cookies because
if I fuck up at work, I'm straight with my
chicks.
coworkers.
Or do you want to go back and be like, hey, I got robbed at gunpoint by some Girl Scouts and they were really mean. Like, Ain't no way. Hell
Neither
no.
of those things happened.
I mean, basically, he got like destroyed. He talked to them multiple times afterwards. I wouldn't want to tell nobody about that.
I wouldn't talk to them at all. Like, I'd just be like, oh,
I mean, it's
let
a
it go.
mistake. It's like, just go back and say, fucked up, I gave these more cookies than they were supposed to get. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how you build a trust with your employer, but, you know.
Well, you just say, here, you can have the cookies. I mean, you don't have to necessarily hit on them, but you have to make. I mean, you have to give the cookies away. Like, it's no going back. Like,
all of it. It's not like you have to give the cookies away or not. They already have the cookies, and you're like, oh dang. Like, you can ask real quick, you know, can I have that? But I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like, yeah, the deed's already done. It's like, you just write it off as your mistake. You go back and you just say what happened.
I mean, I think in Icy's situation, he should have definitely taken the plan B, plan C, whatever, hit on them with the cookies, because at this point, he's already invested in the first date. He might as well just get his money's worth, you know?
I can't tell if you're trying to make a compelling point and you're building up to it, or if you're just talking. Like, it's just words.
Well,
you're just thinking aloud.
It was kind of a joke, but it's kind
a little
of
bit
saying,
of column A, a little bit of column B, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a joke, a little bit of pissing some off, and a little bit of Icy needs to get laid. I mean, what do you not get about that? Damn it, shit.
Wow, that was.
I think he should, man. I think he should.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Everyone has a right to that, but
I don't know. I'm just saying, if I was Icy out there on them streets delivering cookies.
But you're not Icy, because if you were, you'd be working 2 jobs and delivering cookies. And what's the other thing he does? What does he do?
I don't know. He's saving up for some good shit, so I feel him. But
no, his other job. What?
Gas station.
Oh, right. Lifting.
But yeah, there's many different ways to get out of situations without being embarrassed. I'm an embarrassed type person. I would
also just not let it bother you. Like, if people
it
get
wouldn't
embarrassed,
happen. It wouldn't happen to
fine.
me. That wouldn't happen to me. I wouldn't fuck around and give no free shit. I've already been through that shit. But if it did, I'd definitely be like, yeah, 100% I meant to give those cookies away. That was exactly what I meant to do.
I guess everyone copes differently with how they make mistakes.
Yeah. I'm really hung up on, you know,
saving face
and what people see. So
yeah,
I can admit that. That's the type of person I am.
I can respect that. Like, a lot of people's priorities are very different from each other.
And then you get someone like Rika that's like, you know, hey, you didn't mean to give those cookies away, and I'm just like, maybe. And then I'm like, damn.
Oh, you got that one friend that always calls you out.
Yeah, you got that one
weekend, and
then
like your friend's like, no, I know you didn't.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I really tried to like force the same issue when I'm healing and I fuck up cards or some shit. But you know, it's always Rika and Tomo there to just, you know, just shut everything down, and it really sucks.
That's okay.
Yeah.
At least you didn't look like you gave away cookies.
Just gave away balance to the wrong person. like that time I gave Lydia the balance in A12.
Dude, he went Hulk mode, like.
Yeah.
No, I want 4.1. I want the three eyes. I wanna shoot my red laser more often.
You know what I want, Yusha?
Yeah.
Little 9S.
He's coming. He's coming. What'd I tell you? You're
little 9B. You said 4.1.
Okay. As long as I told you that.
I'm just making sure it's not a lie, you know?
Have I ever lied to you?
Yes.
When? What specifically?
I don't know, that one time and you lied and
what about that one time when you said I'm gonna show up for raid on time, and then you woke up at 7 and you were like,
hey, what? No, I never I never promised like hey, I'm showing up to this specific raid day on time. I never say that. You're lying.
I mean, you kind of made an agreement to show up to raid on time when you joined the group. Just saying.
You're right. No, you're right. But I also remember early in progression, you took a nap and you were gone for an hour.
Oh man, I don't remember. Wait.
We were all standing around. Tomo made a party, and you're like, oh, "Okay, everybody, let's go."
Yeah. Okay. I think
It happens to everybody.
Yeah. It does.
I am sorry that I wasted time.
Oh no, I'm just joking. Just joking. I know you didn't. I know you thought it was 7. We wouldn't have been rushed except that the shit happened with Peru. I was honestly joking. I really want to clear V3.
So is there anything happening tomorrow? It would have to wait till tomorrow.
Bro, I'm the shit at tanking. Okay, don't try me. I'm amazing.
Alright. So how you been doing with the fights as Dragoon? Are you comfortable with them yet, or are you ready to hang out as Dragoons?
I did a V1 perfect, and I couldn't get over 67th percentile, and I think I'm just gonna need gear and maybe take my fucking direct hit mails out.
No, wait.
Shut up! I just wanted to be.
No, you said you were gonna show me direct hit.
Just wanted to be that special Dragoon that
every Dragoon does. That's why we all play Dragoon.
Well, there's no point in having an alt, you know, if you can't experiment with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
what
fine.
What weapon do you have?
I have the 220 weapon, but I have all direct hit melded, and Yusha was like, "You should go crit," and I was like, "Nah, this guy."
No, I didn't say that.
No, I remember that yours. I say, "Oh, I'm going to be like the one who revolutionizes Dragoon."
Every Dragoon thinks that. I swear.
No, I do that with
He's
everything.
going through the stages of Dragoon. I can see it. Oh lord.
No, I did when I made Renkotsu. I built her. She's a spell speed build.
User
and
disconnected from your channel.
It's good for trying to like do shit, you know, for casting spells, but it's just not good for the long.
Why do people always fucking run ahead?
Oh.
This samurai here is like they're.
Are you in a duty roulette?
Yes, and the samurai just like keeps running up in front with me like he's trying to hit positionals. So, like
that's what I said, Sorrow.
Does it piss you off if a Dragoon does that? Like if they're trying to maintain it does?
I don't understand why a Dragoon
really
would
depends.
do that. A monk needs to do that, but Dragoon, I don't think.
Well, before we had the 20-second refresh and all that stuff, like it was very difficult to keep eyes in between packs. And then if you pull slow, it sucks. It sucks for the Dragoon.
No, like you can't go ahead here. We're at the boss, so it's kind of blocked off until we kill the ads.
Well, okay, that makes sense. But I'm talking about like
but
in general.
They just sit here and run right in front, right beside me, and then get cleaved. It's like if I'm there, you're gonna get fucked up. So why are you there?
Maybe they just like you. Want to hang out next
I
to
don't
you.
care. It doesn't really affect me much. It's just I laugh when they get fucking hit. Oh, that's some good man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sorry, once I started getting gear, I would change my mails over to crit. But honestly, I'm starting to look at it and say that due to the fact that I carry my own crit buff, and due to the fact that one of my abilities on a 50-second cooldown is going to actually crit, it might behoove me to get more crit even at a lower level.
Well, crit also increases critical hit damage, so.
Yeah.
That's what I was implying with the move that's guaranteed to crit. Thanks, Raz. Fucking cuck. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Well, I mean, it's not really compare. Like, I'm not saying we should compare numbers. I just wanted to see how well you handle the fights. Like are you hitting as many mobs as possible with your lasers? Are you jumping to like?
Nah, I'm still working it out. Like I'm getting the dragon and Hallie and
Yeah, but you see what I'm talking about? Like before she casts her Queen's Waltz, you can kind of stand within her hitbox and hit the dragon and her, and then also get your positional.
Yeah.
Before like it's those things that are fun.
My eye's been coming up sooner than the dragon comes out, and it's putting me in a weird spot. So sometimes I fuck it up.
So you line it up in such a way that when she does the first the one move where we all get the tethers and we run away from each other, you don't pop blood for blood and you don't pop your eye there. So you run away, you come back. By then you should be on a 4th combo and you'll have blood for blood up. Then you pop blood for blood, refresh. Should be at maximum duration for eye. Then you shoot it off. So then it lines up so that your second Nastron will be during, I don't know, Dimensional Wave, and then your third one comes up with Dragon Sight for white, the white ad, so you can hit both of those. And then if you just play it out from there, then by the time Dragon comes up, you'll have a buff your Skuggle Nastron for Dragon. Does any of that make sense?
So I should probably do 4th, 5th, and pop it on the beginning of my next combo all the time, right?
What do you mean?
Well, because I had been trying to figure out where to pop it, and sometimes I would pop blood for blood at the beginning of the combo, and then I would be like, damn, I can't pop it now because I only have like 15 seconds left on fucking Blood of the Dragon, so I had to wait until I refresh my combo.
Do you mean popping Blood of the Dragon within a certain point of your rotation? Like each combo, like...
No, I mean like popping Nastron.
So there, I mean, there's like 2 disciplines to it, but essentially, as long as you get 2 Nastrons, like not necessarily Gear Skuggle inside Blood for Blood, you're fine. Because it will line up. It will line up after 2 cycles anyway. So don't concern yourself with that. Like the important thing here is that you're hitting as much as you can with the Blood for Blood up. Because delaying Nastron to line up with Blood for Blood every time is a big waste. Unless you were able to keep it sync the entire fight, but with all the downtime, not necessarily possible.
Isha, by the way, with the change to eyes, does that mean it's going to be up with trick attack now?
Oh, essentially, yeah. From 5th GCD, that should how it because it's every 60 seconds essentially.
Yeah.
So it sounds like yes. That sounds pretty amazing.
I should have done fucking expert.
Raz was asking.
I was going to do it again on Little Raz.
I could go for it on.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking because I won't cap on Rin if I don't go.
Yeah, wait until we do this one, I'll go again.
Okay, V3, are we just gonna YOLO? Some people wanna go, we won't have Peru, so it's still not full.
I'll still go tomorrow, but can't tonight because of work and all that.
No, I have to go too.
But yeah, tomorrow after work I don't mind going.
Yeah, what time should we plan for if we're gonna go?
Something like.
You said 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock?
Like 3 o'clock, 4.
You gotta check with Rika. He be going out to lunch sometimes.
Huh?
What time will
I
you be
should
back
be
from
fine
lunch?
around there.
Oh, okay. What did you say, Raz? 2 or 3?
3 or 4. I got off work at 2. But there's always a...
What are we talking about?
V3 tomorrow. Oh wait, do you need to go at... Oh, you're house sitting. Will you be able to be up at 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Do we have anything planned until Tuesday, or are we just gonna meet up again on Tuesday?
I guess we're just gonna meet up again on Tuesday.
I kind of wanted to, you know,
do some shit.
Yeah.
Play the game. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, you know, cause there is some stuff that there are some timings that are sketchy, like in V3.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to hash them out, sit down, like especially 4. Like, I would really like to not have shitty XDeath parses.
And exactly. I don't know. I don't mind the time off this weekend though, cause I have to write a stupid 10-page paper. And
ooh, that sounds fun.
no, I hate that shit. I don't hate.
I love writing. It's put your brain on a piece of paper.
I don't know shit about business. I can't write no fucking proposal. I'd write a proposal as to why employees matter and what type of shit I suggest to help the team. Like I need like some type of.
Oh, that's easy. Damn,
just put it in terms of like I it sounds kind of lame, but put it in terms that you understand. So like a static or something like, and then just replace words for workplace and whatever.
Hey, you're aesthetically what?
Like that should really be right up your alley.
What do you mean? Well, I mean,
like promoting teamwork.
It's still a lot, Raz, to extend over 10 fucking pages. Like I could write about this shit and be done in 1 page.
Imagine you were writing a report about each static member. That's at least 7 pages.
Bro, and then when I write shit, fucking Microsoft Word has this new thing where it's like, oh, these are filler words. You should take this out. Like, what do you mean? I need these filler words.
That's always been around. You can adjust that.
I mean, the kind of.
Yours says new thing.
It never did that for me before. It never.
I've never seen that either. So
yeah, it's there's like different spell check settings, and one of them is like, oh, don't use like passive voice or stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it never lets me use fucking the words actually. Like I can't use actually at all ever.
You can use actuality.
Like you can't say like period of time or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's weird, but then you start like writing according to that, and you realize how much better it sounds.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
it's a lot of like extra words when it doesn't really add anything.
Yeah, I didn't turn it off because later in the class they were like, yeah, stop using filler words because it's bullshit. Just type to get directly to the point, and then if you're just using filler words, then you're not really typing about anything. And I'm like, oh my god, fuck you.
Well, to be fair, do you want to be a professor that reads 10 pages of filler?
No, that's why I'm not a fucking professor.
No, I'm... okay. Okay, you're... okay. My bad. I shouldn't have said anything.
I really hate writing, dude. Like, I don't even suck at it. I just hate it, and... oh my god, what tense do I write a comparative essay in? Like, and
well, you're comparing something, so
like I struggle with the tenses. I'm doing this one essay right now in 3rd person, and always forget like 3rd person is like.
Are you developing a rhetoric, or is it like just are you informing? Is it like a research paper?
One is a research paper based off of a paper that I have to write. So one that I have to write is a professional business proposal. But after I do the proposal, I have to write a paper based off the business proposal using some logic, some stupid lady comma forward, I don't know. But some shit basically talking about how each employee matters and what steps we're gonna take to make sure that we have the proper training for these team leaders to treat these employees with love, care, and show them that they matter. Possibly setting up a reward system of acknowledgments of achievements and bullshit and all that stupid shit.
Like if I understand what you're saying correctly, it sounds like for both papers you are developing a rhetoric. So if you could just if you could just frame, like put your mindset in a way where you're framing the paper to convince someone of those, I guess, objectives or whatever, you should be, it should get the juices flowing. So constantly be asking yourself whenever you finish writing a paragraph or whatever, does this support my claim? Does like does this what I'm saying like does this matter? Like, why am I talking about the achievements of the employees? Like, well, does it help with self-efficacy or whatever? Or you just keep your mindset like that, and you should be able to always have something to write about. So you just start throwing up on the paper, put as much information down, and then you can make it a coherent thought later, just to get the bulk of it down. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. How do you spell rhetoric?
RHORIC.
RHETORIC.
What'd I say?
It's you cut out there, so you went like RHORIC.
Rhetoric.
I'm like, not quite.
It's like rhetorical, but rhetoric.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that.
So just, always ask yourself, what would it take to convince, for example, Rika? What would it always take to convince Raz? What, and you can use that to kind of create ammo.
Oh, okay. I guess my opinion doesn't matter.
Are you okay? Are you in pain?
He was saying, why didn't you include him? That's what he was saying.
No, I would just... 2 out of 7 members,
No, I get it. I get it, Nijin.
Okay, how would you convince Tomo? Because the thing with Tomo is, maybe some people just aren't convinced.
No, it's too late. You gave me those cookies. I'm not giving them back.
And you know what? I'll let it go. Because I'm too old and tired to fucking...
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
The youngest member of the team is too old and tired.
I just imagine Icy chasing these little girls down with a stick, like, give me the goddamn cookies. I'm gonna have to pay for those. Oh man. Alright. Oh wait, where's Yusha?
Yeah.
Yo, are you still in game?
Yeah. I'm running around your house, as always.
I need to show you this. Wait, why did we withdraw?
Oh, I thought we were going to get Yusha to come.
Oh.
Well, never mind. He doesn't have the heal.
I have a 60 scholar. Don't know if that's
show him
helpful.
this dragoon. Look at this dragoon. Isn't she just like sex incarnate though? Let's be real. Let's just be real, bruh.
Yeah, good job.
I mean, I look way better than this little fucking potato.
As long as you like it.
I like it. It's great. Pants are those.
Dude, they're the Alamegan fucking apparently cut off holy pants or something. I don't know.
I've never seen those. That screams Hot Topic.
Exactly. I'd never seen them either, and I saw them and I was like, those are hot.
Those are cool. Good job on that.
I'm gonna get those.
I don't know about the Miko wearing the fox ears.
By the way, 9S is such a thirsty little.
Thirsty little. Oh.
I mean, wouldn't you be if you were always hanging around 2B?
Hey, I'm that. I mean, this thighs, man.
Yeah. I heard thighs, man. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. She is hot.
Who, Rest?
It would be better if you gotten rid of this fucking ears. God damn.
You said better gotten rid of what? What'd you say?
The ears on ears, that's very
redundant.
Yeah. Maybe a nice.
Why are the ears redundant?
You have 4 ears, dude.
Everyone that wears cat ears has 4 ears. Hello, everyone that puts these on their head. Yes.
Yes, but they're not essentially on the same spot. That's wearing sunglasses over sunglasses.
They're not on the same spot. These are going to the side. Rika, look at the sexy lady. What do you think?
You gotta tell him. Tell him it's like he's wearing sunglasses on sunglasses.
No. It kind of is. Like it's
wow.
Take off your sunglasses, Yaru.
You guys are mean. I'm not wearing sunglasses on sunglasses.
Why
3
the
out of
fuck is
4
you
members agree.
backflip when I'm running anyway?
Cause I like the backflip, dude. Have you
Oh
played
my
Dragoon?
god, please. Yes, I have played Dragoon.
It's only 30 seconds.
I'm telling him, look, he don't. What is he talking about usually? This guy's crazy. Fucking these goddamn pretend Dragoons.
Got it. As a fellow Dragoon, I'd love to agree with you, but you're wearing 2 sets of sunglasses.
Bro, this is not 2 sets of sunglasses. This is cute.
It's like a polo on a polo. You're like a frat boy.
You sound like a hater on a hater. That's what you sound like.
Fine.
Bro, I don't care what you say. She's nice.
No, yeah, she's nice. It's just not the ears on ears. I gave you props for your Hot Topic pants. It was a good choice.
Now the stream's saying it. This is bullshit.
Can someone help me power level?
How do you help power level? Are you gonna run around hit mobs and I just kill them for you?
Yeah. Exactly what happens.
I can do that for a little bit. Where are
Are
you?
you gonna punish me for backflipping, Raz? I'm scared to
Oh, we
backflip.
need to go to
now.
L port.
This is a no backflip zone.
What is L
Use
port?
it smart.
Airport.
Why?
port.
It's 30
Western
second cooldown,
Lonoskia.
but it's literally always up. Like watch this. See?
I don't need to be a healer, right? I don't have to worry about putting
for
regen.
no reason. Just backflip at will, man.
I just need 5 levels, not 15, so...
Okay.
that'll be good.
Raz, don't tell me how to live my Dragoon life.
I would never let anyone tell you when you can't jump, Yori. When you jump, you want to.
You get out of my Caucasian house. Right now.
Huh? What? Every time I feel like we develop like an understanding or something, you say things and I don't. Where are you?
It's because
I'm coming.
they're called old people memes, you know? Most people don't understand them, but they're memes.
What? Do old people
Caucasian
get to
house?
have memes?
Yeah, they do. They do. They're called
Like what?
They're called catchphrases.
You can use
Like,
catchphrases.
those darn
Catch-
kids. Oh, where did my body go?
Oh Mo, where are you? There you are.
Rico, please. Please, no.
I'll just be throwing my spear, alright, and jumping.
As long as you kill them...
You run your
in a
you're a
timely
bitch.
manner.
You're a bitch.
Just pose
Bro,
much
I
as you want.
can't
You're a
run.
bitch.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
chain.
tracking.
Misha, I have to kill them in a chain so that I get more
Dragon.
experience.
Are you gonna be doing it in bulk or?
Fuck.
I'm gonna be running in a chain.
I don't know what that means.
It's a chain!
Who are you? Did you steal cookies?
We're gonna go in a circle.
Oh! Ha, totally forgot to pop blood for blood. That's cool though. You know what was fucked up, Yusha? Trying
Yeah.
to figure out how the fuck to get Mirage Dive to proc. That shit was terrible.
Jump.
Yeah, didn't know that.
It doesn't say it anywhere.
It doesn't say it anywhere. It's just like, oh yeah, by the way, these were added onto your old moves that you got in fucking
That's
Realm
what I was
Reborn.
thinking, like, looking at all the tooltips for all the new stuff, I was like, so how do you even proc Mirage Dive? How do you become dive ready?
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about it.
How does one...
Pretty sure it says in the
No.
It
Level
doesn't. Damn it, I
Seven
messed
tree?
up the circle.
It says it in jump,
Hold on,
like
wait.
procs. Grant's dive ready.
Please, Raz, take this off of me.
I will concede that I didn't understand why I couldn't put Nastron on my hotbar.
What's that? Who are these?
I Are these your friends?
I don't know who these are, where they came from.
Just running around with their little fists out. What the?
I don't know what's going on. But oh hey, there's one level. Okay, we're resuming. I don't know where they came from. That's weird. I think they came from a leave.
Can you?
No.
Okay. We were talking about a circle earlier. I don't know. I'm trying to make it a
It's
C.
like an oblong.
You're making like a C. Like.
No. I don't think you see the circle.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I like how this guy's
I'm gonna do what I
dancing
want.
bear. It's kind of cool. Not cool, but it's entertaining.
I can see that.
Damn it. What am I doing wrong here? We're going
Tell me,
down.
Mr. Circle.
Are you in a? Are you getting experience for him?
Yeah.
Or what?
No. I'm not timing. The mobs aren't respawning fast enough.
Oh, I usually just take them chain by chain. I don't try and continuously chain them. They go pretty fast.
Tried to tell Tomo that, but he's like, "You going to change?"
No, I gotta go fast. But I don't remember like how to go fast. Is that the problem? I'm the amnesiac Sonic. I'm Shadow. Yeah.
Shadow have amnesia?
Yeah, he had amnesia.
What did
You
he
don't
forget?
remember?
He forgot like Maria or something, right?
Yeah, he forgot like all the stuff in the colony.
There's a colony?
Yeah, because she sent him down to Earth.
Mobius.
And he was like, Maria. You know?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Chaos.
Good
Control.
draw! Wow, you do it so good.
Oh, here we go. I did it.
Did you?
I don't know how I did it. Yes, they're respawning.
Are they?
No, they are.
Missed one.
Fire.
Damn! Man, I suck
Maybe the
at this.
fact that I'm standing on one side might be a good hint to stand over by me.
Man,
I know, right? That's what I think, but it doesn't work that way for some people.
I suck at this fight, man.
Okay, I'm lost.
Don't go around this rock. The rock, you're not. It's a C.
What?
Go down this rock
What?
and kill those two bats.
There's the
Oh, I
thing.
did it.
There's
Who
the
are
thing
you?
canceling.
This
Oh.
fight, I mainly just think, okay, it's fore and
Come on.
aft, or the
Turn
other
around.
one.
No, you turn around.
Or the other one, yeah.
No, not, you go hedge mole to bat, not hedge mole bat, hedge mole. There. There, okay, there's two bats. Okay.
There are two bats
Oh,
here,
shit,
you're
he
right.
tricked me.
Why would I mislead you? What do I have to gain?
You're a liar.
Okay, remember Alex and Marthel. That's our he's our little landmark.
Who's Alex?
that little sprout just standing there. There you go. You even got the one that you ignored.
I did not ignore anything. You just think I ignored it.
Testing bio.
Hmm?
That's fine.
No, you're fine. Okay. Where am I going? Misha, where am I going?
Oh, the rock, dude! Go around the rock! Here, this
The
rock, go
rock?
around this rock!
Here,
Oh
we're
man,
gonna go.
Tomo.
We're going around the rock.
Oh, not that way! In a circle, man. What?
Where? Ah, I found it.
I think I understand why you guys got out of the expert so fast now. Cause I was like, these guys got out super fucking fast. How the hell they do that shit?
There, see, Alexin, Marthel. That's our landmark. That's our starting point. That's our dude, man.
You didn't get that bat? Okay, you got that bat.
Yes, I got the bat.
Did you though?
Yeah.
I'm inclined to not believe you.
You have no reason not to believe in me.
You're right. I have many reasons not to believe in crew.
Get this one. Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Wait a little fast. I'd leg sweep this to be a lot faster too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect, Tomo.
But
that's
these bats aren't here yet.
They are. Move up.
They're not here.
It's because you killed them out of order the last cycle. You just pretend you're killing them. Go around, get the hodgepodge, and meet Alex.
Get the
meet
pot.
Alex. Okay, now everything should be in order.
No, it's not. They're not here.
You gotta pick up that guy on the road.
Well, we have to start back from here. No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Possible.
There are 3 mobs here. Perfectly usable mobs.
Dive ready is so cool. It's like a ranged leg sweep.
Is it?
Minus the stun. I mean, leg sweep is... Who really uses it for stuns, right? Extra damage.
It's not though. That's what the issue is. They changed it.
I know. If I use talk about leg sweep, I'm gonna talk about the old one, the good one, where you actually sweep the legs.
Yeah.
The sweep of the leg.
You know what I really hate, you should?
Yeah. Cookies.
Pop motherfucking Nastron. Well, when I try to pop it, but I can't because.
Why are you wasting?
Waiting on fucking Gear Skoggle.
Blue, da-boo-dee-da-boo-da. Where are my pucks?
There. I found that it's better to just not delay Nastron. Like, as soon as it's up and you have time,
We're
just
taking an
throw it out
alternate
there.
route.
Help out.
I got caught on a rock.
Hey, why are you back to the head?
Last one! Yes,
Well,
I
we
got
don't
it!
even kill these ones usually. But the pucks haven't respawned yet.
We just
There's
killed
supposed to be
2 of the
pucks up
pucks.
here. Pucks are supposed to be up here.
But no, you pull them from the road. You come up on the road. Remember, see? Oh, and that's a bat. What?
That's a bat. You
Kinda
don't
like
know.
It's
You
kind of
don't
like
know.
a puck.
See, look, the pucks are here now.
Who are you?
But my thing is already gone.
We'll never get
already gone.
world record chains that attitude.
Already gone. Okay, that's good.
Yo, and what's up with full thrust? Like, it
There's
doesn't really make
no
sense.
What?
All
You
your
don't like
other
full
hits, yeah, I like it, but it's like your other hits are building up for something. You can see that, you know, it's clearly understandable.
Thanks.
But full
You're done?
thrust,
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
it's just a lot of fucking potency for no apparent damn
Was it
reason.
really a good job?
Well, it wasn't it supposed to be our version of burst? The rotation's so rigid.
I don't know, but who wants this minion? I do.
Well, I
Shit.
got it.
Cunt.
We could take it.
No, fucking Raz. We all have our people that just like to fucking cuck us on loot, Tomo. Me, it's Raz.
Nobody cooks my loot.
Nobody wants your loot.
Yeah, I know. So you can't say everyone has someone. Not always true.
That is true. The floor is cooking the shit out of your loot.
No, he gets my leftovers.
The floor wants to gobble that stuff up.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Wait, what?
Gobble, gobble.
You heard us. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Tomo, I just don't feel like that comment was really related to anything else. I don't
You don't get to lecture anyone about related comments.
No, I just
no.
Are you thinking that I'm just saying that for the sexual implication?
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely not. You don't get to. No.
I was just thinking maybe Tomo's
No,
horny. I don't know.
no.
Okay. Alright.
All I said was the word gobble, and I did not use it in a sexual context. You're the one who made it that way.
Oh! Okay. You know what? You're right. What was I thinking? Excuse
What
me.
are you thinking? I'm trying to find out.
He's thinking about gay sex.
Ooh. Profound.
I'm done. I'm done with Tomo.
Gay sex is gay, you know that, right?
We're done. We're done here.
Are you
Insightful.
sure?
Insightful.
You know what, Raz? You're gay. Cause you... I don't know.
Suck
I don't-
penises.
Well, yeah, that would... Yeah. It's only gay if the balls touch, you know?
Oh, it's the tip.
Only gay if you lock eyes.
Lock eye contact.
Like eye contact. I wasn't sure. Ooh, I could say something even more offensive, but I'm not gonna.
I don't know, man. But I was helping this group out on my Dragoon. That's how I got so good at it on V3. I volunteered to help this group, Prague. And yo, I literally went from the beginning phases, the birth, to... Well, we didn't get very far. we got the books. From the birth to books. And, yo, they were just like... They were getting to know me and stuff, and they were like, man... I was like, man, I forgot to pop diversion. And I told the tank, and he was like... Diversion? Why are you popping diversion? And I said, what? Excuse me? he said, why are you popping that shit? That shit don't matter. And I was like, I like to practice good habits, regardless of where I'm at. He was just like...
Healthy eating habits lead to a healthy body.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And he was just like, nah, man, you're tripping. Ain't nobody trying to do all that shit, man. You're not... Ain't nobody, like, going for no top 1% parses or some shit. Or he was like,
That's literally what you do on the daily.
This is what he said. He said, if I was doing stuff like that, man, then I would be, like, a top 1 percentile player. Like, I'm not, like, in one of those statics or some shit. And I think it was me, Prue, and Soma, and we were just, like, laughing at him because we're clearly not 1 percentile.
Yeah.
Team, right? We're not, like, world first or some shit, right? But we do that stuff, right? And we were just laughing like, dude, you just suck so bad. I mean, it wasn't that he sucked, because he had some decent parses. It's just the fact that he just has no idea what anyone else does. Like, he just presses his buttons and closes his eyes, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's a pug, right? Like, belong to a group. Like, they have no way, no frame of reference.
No home.
You know, I was like that. You found me.
健全なる精神と健全なる肉体に宿る。
Gozaimasu.
I guess it's rough out there on those streets.
Yeah, dude. It's a dog eat dog passionate Nathan.
Wow.
That's just a name I see a lot. You get your Psy Flint words and your passionate Nathan.
I hate both of them. Oh my god.
Started helping
Stop
the
mentioning
group
these
out.
triggering names.
After I argued with this tank about diversion and shit, and they were like, what are you doing? And blah blah blah, and I was like, I'm just trying to do the most DPS I can, man, just leave me alone. And like, I was going up against this black mage, who was clearly, you know, because I know what Rika does, right? So I'm like, this black mage sucks. And I'm like, you know, going head for head with him, and I'm whooping his ass sometimes with this 320 weapon. And he's like, it's no fair, you're popping pots. And Soma goes, he pops pots for everything. He's insane. And I was like, yes, because if you don't pop the pot, you can't see the maximum potential that you have. Like, you can't see what you can do in your opener if you don't pop a pot.
Also, why not, like, you know, play to your fullest potential with what you have, with your resources? People are like, that's not fair. What is that? What is fair?
Yeah, yeah.
Holding myself back?
Yeah, exactly. So. It's a cooldown. The moment he said, let's compete, I was like, okay. let's compete. And I'm not.
That's your fault. You don't got
Okay,
no pods,
if
bro.
he specifically said let's compete, then yeah. But
Yeah. I mean, we were in a shit party that was lasting like 3 minutes a pull, and so we were just going at it for 3 minutes, and like I was just pressing buttons and stuff. And okay, first of all, Yusha, I gotta tell you something. Dragoon is so fucking gay. You just got one. If you drop one blood for blood, you lose Blood of the Dragon one time. It's over. It's not like other classes where if you miss a cooldown or don't do something right, you might can sustain or you'll just lose like 1,000 DPS or some crazy shit, right? You go so low on Dragoon.
Yeah.
It's the same as Summoner.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know Summoner.
Dude, Summoner gets just
Summoners get so wrecked by like a death.
If you die, you can't resummon your pet, and you lose however many cycles of Dreadwind Trance. Dreadwind Trance and Demi
Dude, it doesn't even matter if you die. If you
if you mess up
1/8 or slow, you are screwed.
You lose
yeah,
everything.
it's really unforgiving. Like Dragoon's a baby compared to that. But in regards to what you were talking about, I remember complaining a lot during the beginning, and you were like, "It's fine. You just, Oh,
you talking about the LB? Yeah, I've lost you on that. I don't understand why you can't LB. Like, I understand you want your dot to be ticking while LB is going, but other than that, I have no idea why you couldn't LB at the drop of a hat. I mean, I do it. Maybe I suck. I don't know.
You're totally fine. Just LBing whenever. With what you've seen so far.
What I've been doing is putting Chaos Thrust up and then just LBing.
And you don't see how, like, if you really wanted to get your Nastrand up for the dragon, how that could mess things up. Like, just for example,
dude, my jumps don't ever be on cooldown. Like, them bitches stay rotating. So I don't know what you're doing. I mean, maybe I'm not optimized with my jumps, but my jumps they stay on cooldown, dude.
No, I'm not talking about you're getting locked out of your OGCDs.
No,
I'm talking about how it lines up. So if you have a
understand.
predetermined, like, a schedule for your abilities to come out, so you know when things are gonna hit, and then you LB at a different time or it's new to you, you kind of go, that sucks, and then you're more prone to mistakes, and then you go into that. Remember what you were talking about, where you get so thrown off that you lose like so much damage.
It's different for me because I'm still having to look at my bar a little bit to make sure, like, okay, is this where I heavy thrust and start from the top, or do I have a combo with these couple seconds left on heavy thrust? I've been checking for that, so when I LB, it gives me real time to breathe and be like, okay, Gear Skogul is still 30 seconds on cooldown, and I got this jump coming. When this jump hits, I'm gonna go ham, and blah blah blah.
I need leveling. What are you guys leveling?
I'm leveling up.
I ain't leveling shit. I'm finna level the bed.
I'm leveling.
You'll know more about what I'm
Arcanist.
complaining about when it's so hard to just explain.
Obviously it is, because you've taught me absolutely shit. You're the worst Dragoon Senpai in the fucking world.
What?
You taught me the opener. That was it.
Hey, what else do you need to just start playing?
Like,
the rest just comes from you playing it.
No, it doesn't. There's shit that you could have told me that I just never knew. Like, you could
what? Wow.
You could have told me how to get my double Nastron in under Blood for Blood instead of making me figure it out for myself. You could have told me that I need.
I told you that it's weavable with itself. You put Gear Skogul with Nastron. I told you about that. You specifically asked me.
Yeah, but that was after I figured it out.
No. You specifically asked me. I remember.
After I had figured it out. I had. You know what I used to do, Yusha? I used to fucking Gear Skogul, and then Nastron would be up, and I'd be like, oh damn, this move's been up. I guess I should have used it. Before I realized I had to double weave it to activate the Nastron. And
on this character, it's Arcanist.
But I told you that. I actually told you that.
You told me that after I've been 70 for like 3 days.
What?
I'm just saying.
How am I supposed to answer questions you don't ask?
You have to be 16. You have to have.
Oh, you have to be 16?
Yeah,
16.
because you have to have.
What the heck?
You have to have both, Sastasha and Croft or whatever it's called.
Basically, you just need 2 options in order to do a roulette.
Hold your horses.
What other questions? What else don't you know?
You haven't told me if it's better to backflip away from the tether and run back in, or if it's better to run out and then backflip back in. You know, you haven't
Run out
told
and
me.
backflip.
For what? Like for heli?
Yeah.
Backflip back in.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've been doing the exact opposite. I never knew that. I've just been doing shit the whole time. And why? Why is it better to backflip in?
Because
you get back to the boss sooner, and you getting away from the boss to like the tether, your partner has to break it with you. So like even if you go like, you're just making it easier on them, but you don't need to do that. But you can just use it to get back faster, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Run.
So I mean, unless you're being a really nice guy to your healer, if that's who you're tethered to, then you're not getting to the boss. What else? What else?
I don't know how to not fuck up my goddamn, or what to do when I do fuck up my Nastron. Like, you know what I did one time? I with my jump.
I said it.
I popped my jump while I still had Nastron up, and I hadn't used it, so I just used the Mirage Dives for nothing. So I was stuck on a 3 out of 4 Mirage Dive for the next cycle. What do I do then? Do I hold blood for blood, or do I pop blood for blood?
Oh, you suck it up. You fucked up, so you just play it out and have a shitty parse.
I hope my wire fighting team is ready.
No, really, that's
So
obviously there will
what
be.
I do at that point is I separate them, even though they won't line up together. I just pop them when they come off cooldown.
Yeah, you
make
pop
sure
them
I
when they. Yeah.
get chaos thrust in there.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, unless there's a hard reset, like Omega or whatever, you know, where you're off for a period of time wherein your cooldowns could, you know, kind of reset. There's absolutely nothing.
What about Life Surge? Do I just pop Life Surge on cooldown?
Exclusively on full thrust.
Yeah, on cooldown on full thrust.
Exclusively for full thrust. I mean, you could argue
I mean,
that
like every full thrust. If
every
it's
single full thrust.
What I'm
so
asking is, does it have to be inside of Blood for Blood, or is it just
No.
a convenience thing? If
No.
it's there.
Good. I'll give you an example. Like O1S, right? Our pots come up and my buffs are ready, and Raz puts up a trick attack. But the rotation you did before that, you used full thrust. Like, so even though it's just you just use it. Yes, you use it on cooldown. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those skills that you want to use on that, just because even if you hold it for a little bit, you run a high risk of
losing a usage.
Losing a cast because of how short your cooldown is.
Yep.
Okay, I understand that. You know, there's
Then, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, there's plenty of other stuff that you just abandoned me on too. You know.
What else? What else do you need to know?
It's-
Because to me, it's just, you know, it's just.
That's because
it's
you're
just
a
normal.
career fucking dragoon. You play.
I know. So it's not. It's not apparent to me what I need to tell you. Okay, in 04S, your third high jump or your third spine shatter dive, you hold it and then you use a gear skoggle before you shoot out the mirage dive. That way you can get Nastron and gear skoggle on the meteors. It'll line up that way.
I was getting that anyway. I don't know why. Maybe I was just holding my jump because I suck at it. But
No, you said it was always on cooldown. You don't say you hold jumps and have it on cooldown all the time. You can't do both. What?
no, but for some reason, what you said
What's
is
the truth?
What you said is true. Like, I've always noticed that my Nastron comes up right as the meteor comes, and then I always try to get the meteor and the boss in Nastron. But
You should hit 2 meteors and the boss.
Wait, what? You can hit 2 in the boss?
Yes. Don't you see my adjacent, like the meteor parallel to me, and the one I normally hit, which is left of the boss?
Okay.
I'm always hitting it with 2 Nastrons to reduce.
That was when, like, an unoptimized run. So, like, once
I do that. I try to do that every single, like, that's something you shoot for. That's what you want to do.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. So the difference is like 01 versus 04S, because we did a 04S the other week, where it was just my first time in there and I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and my jump was lining up right. I mean, my Nastron was lining up right there every time, right? But so I went and practiced it later on, and I popped all my jumps like I usually do on cooldown, and it came up before that, and I used it on the boss, and I felt like, huh, I'm doing good here, because my cooldowns aren't late. But what you're telling me now is that I should have delayed it anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Yes and no. Okay, so the opener that you would use you would ideally use Spine Shatter Dive last. Just so you don't accidentally use it on cooldown, so that by the time meteors come up, which is around the time your litany's down or ready to go, you would have been able to use a Gear Skoggle so you don't lose the usage of Gear Skoggle. Then Mirage Dive so you'd have 4 eyes. So that by the time meteors come out, you'd litany, have Blood for Blood up, you'd get a 4th combo off on the boss, on Neo. You run over to your meter, you hit the boss, the meteors, with an Astron and Gear Skoggle, and then you have Spine Shatter Dive ready to get another Mirage Dive. So essentially you're bursting down two meteors, and your team doesn't necessarily have to waste all their skills on the meteors.
Okay, check this out. I have an issue in my opener.
Okay.
I'm using the what's his name opener, the Momo Ray DPS opener, right?
Okay.
I like it and it's comfortable, and I still get all my moves off in my full thrust and Blood for Blood, right?
Okay.
But, dude, there's just one part that I've been doing just because it's comfortable, and I know it's probably wrong, but after I do my sight, little dragon sight and battle litany, I do chaos thrust, and after chaos thrust I'm doing Gear Skoggle and Spine Shatter Dive together, and I think it's clipping, and it makes everything so much smoother, but it's just one little clip right there, and I know it's bad. Like, I do that and then it clips, and then after that I do Mirage Dive, and I can do anything, because Mirage Dive is just like, yes, pair me with anything. I love to be double weaved. So then I can just do Mirage Dive, jump, and then after that I do another GCD, then I do, right after that GCD I do Dragonfire Dive, and then I do another GCD, and then I do Mirage Dive, Life Surge in the same GCD. Is that right?
Okay, so it sounds like it's playing out like a normal opener, but are you asking me if it's okay to... Okay, like,
basically what I'm
asking
saying,
you if it's okay to clip your like, do you think it's okay to clip your GCD?
I know it's not okay to clip the GCD, but basically from the
Don't clip your GCD.
The knowledge that I've come from is that, or that I've understood, is that the jumps cannot be double weaved. Period.
I mean, I also specifically told you this. If your ping was good enough, you could get away with weaving some things, but...
Yeah, I want it to be that guy, but that's not me.
I mean, okay, but yeah, so like, I can't, I for example can't do that. So that's why the opener is set up in that, in the way it's set up. So you don't clip. But, I mean, obviously, if you can make it work, go for it. Like, what example did I give you specifically that could work?
I guess I could make it better if I changed, instead of doing the Gear Skoggle the Gear Skoggle Spine Shatter, if I just did Spine Shatter, and then in the next GCD I did Gear Skoggle and Mirage Dive. That would
is Spine Shatter Dive your first jump?
Maybe. Yes.
You do that. Well, what fight are you on?
All of them.
Okay, cause
what's wrong with Spine Shatter? What's wrong with the Spine Shatter Dive being
nothing
first?
Technically, but like, let's say you're in 04S Neo. It's okay. Normally, if you jump first, then you'll be able to jump again before he does Grand Cross Alpha. You won't be able to do that. Like, you're just gonna be running around. Like, you can't jump when he's pushing you back with Flood of Knot, right? Like, you would have lost an early jump that you could have had for an extra. You know, like.
What do you mean? I do jump when he pushes me back for Flood of Knot. Is that
not
wrong?
Elusive jump? Not elusive jump. Like you're holding jump to get back to your spot or wait for the little time.
No, I do the regular jump, and then I turn around and look at the floor, and then he pushes me back, and I elusive jump and run for like 1 second, and then I stop.
You jump in that time? Like, you're not.
Yeah, I always get a jump off before he pushes me back. For some reason, I get a Gear Skoggle off.
Are you getting your? Yeah. So you get your Gear Skoggle off.
I get the Gear Skoggle off before we have to go to the center. I actually get it. Oh, I get it off from the center.
Okay, well that's fine then, because the main concern is getting your Nastron before the Flood of Knot, or sorry, your Gear Skoggle before the Flood of Knot. So that way you're able to get it. It will line up your Nastron for meteors. So that's just the main concern. If it's working out that way for you, then great. Because your ping is probably better than mine, right? So you could get away with some stuff that I can't.
No, but it's still clipping. Like
Then don't clip. What?
I just did it because it was comfortable for my fingers.
Oh. How do you have
when
your?
I was learning.
How do you have your stuff set up? Your little.
I have hold right trigger and then left trigger for
Oh,
Chaos Thrust combo.
I have no idea about controllers. Sorry.
So once I do that, I can just go straight into my sight and battle litany and pot, and it's got everything I need there. And then on the reverse side of the controller, I have Spine Shredder Dive and Dragonfire Dive, and jump is on a D-pad, so I have to actually physically move to a D-pad button to do it. And it just it sucks.
You're talking about economics, and I'm an English major. I have no idea.
My jump's on D-pad.
Yeah, I hate my jump being on D-pad.
I can't imagine playing on a controller. Not because I think it's impossible. I physically can't imagine it.
Oh,
this isn't my doing.
I know it's Brayflox.
So I think I'm gonna try Impulse Drive.
Only making it
pot,
worse for yourself.
Disembowel. Oh yeah, the pot's after Impulse Drive, by the way. I know you're probably gonna say that's fucked up, but that's what he said.
That's entirely up to you, because I like to put it before Chaos Thrust, mostly because that's just where I always put my.
You should be putting it before Chaos Thrust, so it buffs your dot damage.
Yep.
Well, no, he's saying put it before Disembowel, so that you can put your sight and litany up before Chaos Thrust at the very last second.
Yeah, I mean
it's debatable, because then you get your sight and litany for longer. So
yeah, but even if it's on Disembowel, you'll still get your final fourth combo under the effect of those two, so it doesn't really matter. And if you put it behind Chaos Thrust, you're able to reach another cycle of Chaos Thrust under it before it wears.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because the pot's 30 seconds, and both those buffs are what, 20 seconds?
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't matter. It'll cover all of it regardless.
Yeah. That's why it's whatever's most comfortable. Like, it's up to you.
I like it because after I do Impulse Drive, I just get to press the pot button, and I get a whole just breathing time, just to think about what I'm gonna do next, and then I go in to do sight and battle litany, and then then I'm on fire, I'm rolling. But I always do Gear Skogul right there, but Gear Skogul is meant to be weaved with Mirage Dive, so maybe I should jump.
Yes, it should. Yes.
Maybe I should jump there, and then do my fourth hit on my combo, and then Gear Skogul Mirage Dive.
So you use a slightly different opener, but like, I'll do Heavy Thrust. So I'll precast Blood of the Dragon, right?
Right?
Heavy Thrust into Litany or Diversion Litany. Impulse Drive into Eye and Blood for Blood.
That guy's gonna run out of
and Disembowel into Pot. Chaos Thrust, Jump, Gear Skogul, Mirage Dive, and the rest of the rotation's the same. So that's what I do.
But do you think that popping Battle Litany, that GCD ahead, is good? Because I was thinking that it should be delayed as much as possible.
Your opener is specifically tailored to buffing the raid. So that's your priority, right? You want to buff everybody. But for me, like, I just want to throw it out and get out of the way. And I've been doing it that way for so long that I'm sure if people were adjusted to it, if I changed it, that would mess them up. So I don't mess with it. I leave it there.
It couldn't change anything but like 2 seconds. It's just 2 seconds.
Yeah. But like, imagine if Raz put his TA
2 seconds matters.
1 GCD earlier, like that would kind of fuck me. If he did it later,
but that's
then I
trick
could...
attack. That's not even the same thing, because if you look at Battle Litany, that's really a buff that's for everybody though.
Yeah.
Where I know Trick Attack is a buff for everybody, but we're kind of like at the mercy of Trick Attack, whereas Battle Litany is, at the mercy of Trick Attack. It's not like we're at the mercy of Battle Litany. You know what I'm saying? Battle Litany is designed to line up around Trick Attack, not the other way around. So
yeah, that makes sense. So but it really comes down to what your It comes down to what you prioritize. So like for me, obviously, I would like to do damage. So.
Yeah, I know this Soviet hammer. He just pops his shit for him.
Yeah. So like you can be good guy, dragoon guy, and be kind of like a bard, or you can
good guy,
and pretend you're a monk and just buff yourself and only care about yourself.
I like doing it as late as possible because I guess because of my knowledge of the cards and what's going out, I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, ideally, every pull, I wanna do the card after my first or second GCD. That's just my ideal. But if you pop Battle Litany ahead of time, and then the card comes out, that gives us, like, let's say it's a crit card, right? And you pop Battle Litany on your second, after your first GCD. You said you Heavy Thrust, Diversion, Battle Litany, right?
Okay.
If you do that, then by the time we get the crit card, we've already lost like 3 seconds of Battle Litany. It kind of sucks.
My God, really?
But okay, so what it really comes down to is
doesn't matter.
Do you want to trade a buffed final fourth combo, which is 290 potency? So a buffed 290 potency, being buffed by, Dragon Sight and Blood for Blood for Litany. Are you willing to trade that? So that's entirely up to you. So either you make yourself stronger or you make your party stronger. You know what I mean? So from a Dragoon's perspective, that's all it comes down to.
What if you pop your Sight and Litany at the same time?
That's the ideal for the raid buff, because then they would last. Because if you do it at the same time as where you're saying you pop your Litany, then they would last, because they're both the same duration, and they would last for as long as they do, deep into everyone's rotation.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing it like that and popping Blood for Blood early, because Blood for Blood, the initial one is 80 seconds, and then by the time I get my jump in, which is going to be 70 seconds apart, Blood for Blood comes right back up, which I don't necessarily need it to, but it lines up like that.
Yeah, and if you were to delay your Blood for Blood, like it would only be like what, 8 or so seconds difference between your jump. So your Nastron would still come out around the same time.
But I guess
you can
what I'm asking you is don't you think that the Battle Litany, which is what is it, 15%, right? Stacked on everyone else's GCD? Because I have to make the same decision as Astro, like whether or not my GCD matters more than the team's GCD. And like if everyone at the same time is hitting that GCD, doesn't that outweigh the potency of your GCD with Battle Litany?
Well, it depends. Okay, well, it depends if a 5% increase in potency on whatever move is coming out on the final duration from everybody in the party, they're making use of it, can outweigh 310 potency. If it does, like if everybody tells me that, and I know because they told me.
I mean, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's just that's physically impossible for it. Not like, even if it's your fourth combo, right? So if it's your fourth hit or your
no, this is why I pulled it this far.
Fourth or fifth, right? That's 290 potency, right? And we don't.
No, it's different. A fourth and fifth are different. Like it's the same move, but the potencies are different. Your final fourth combo does way more.
It's 100 plus. It's 100 added to it, right? So it's just 290 plus 100. It's 390.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
a lot.
I don't think it varies. Yeah, it's a lot, but I don't think it varies. Like it's always going to be 390 if you do the combo right? So then we're looking at
you hit the positional, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at 390. You hit the positional plus whatever bonus and buff you get for the Litany, because that's the only discrepancy here. Would be the Litany, which is just a chance to crit. So then if at that point, if your shit doesn't crit, you just do a raw 390 potency. Then was it worth the risk that it wouldn't crit? You get what I'm saying? Like, were those extra 3 seconds for you selfishly worth the risk of using it if the move doesn't crit at all? Like, if it does crit, then yeah, it's debatable. But look at the option of if it doesn't crit. If it doesn't crit, then look at the chances. Like, you could have sent it to 7 other people that had the exact same chance to crit, and if half of those people crit, or even 3 of those people crit, then it might add up to be more potency, because just the way it works out. I don't know, like Boros 270, you know. I don't know what other people's potencies are, but like if only the tanks and the healers crit, then that would seem to be like more beneficial than a 390 move that didn't crit. You get what I'm saying? In this
Yeah,
situation?
that makes sense. That's something I can look into if we were.
Because what it was is where I started doing this math is when we were doing VA11, and I would extend the cards for 10 seconds, but it would put me behind on my GCD on the pool, and I would have to start casting it like 2 seconds. And I think Rachel asked me a question. She was like, why don't you just not extend it and do your shit? And I was like, because it's simple math that like a 210 or 250 Malefic, it's not going to outweigh the potency of extending everyone else's shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the amount they do on their GCD is. It's just common sense that, you know, that compounded by 10%, because it was 10%, then 10% of that added to every single GCD that's done at that same time, versus, oh, okay, I think I'm going to do a GCD and not put the card out. It's kind of, you know, but that was the logic.
Really?
So that also that also runs the risk, like, what if nobody else crits? Then
it is, but the nature of the crit is like, it's a percent chance. It's kind of like Brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
Like
what?
you have it's kind of like Brotherhood on Monk. You have a percent that it's gonna crit. So like when you use Brotherhood in the dungeon, you're like, damn, my chakras aren't building up because nobody's, you know, triggering my chakras because of the way the percent works, right? But when you run it in a party of 8 people, that shit's just like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, you know, because it's multiplied by the amount of people in the party. You know what I'm saying? So it grows based on the amount of people that you spread it over. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you spread those 3 seconds 7 times, it's essentially 21 seconds that you're giving out to the party. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to like hassle you about your job. I've been thinking about it ever since you gave me the opener.
No, that makes sense.
And I was just thinking that maybe those 3 seconds with the card buffs behind it, and Trick Attack will be gone, but with the card buffs behind it and with the Scholar move behind it, and
Stratagem.
You know, Stratagem and a crit card or a balance card or whatever, it's, you know, it would increase.
That's pretty interesting. I could, because that doesn't involve a lot of change. Like it's a relatively simple thing to just put Litany where I put Blood for Blood, and everything would still be the same essentially.
Yeah, and the reason that I was thinking it is because I know Trick Attack comes up late, and it's gonna come up and probably fall off right around after Trick Attack does, which is cool. But I was just thinking it would be nice if it lined up to have the longest duration based on our openers and our bursts and shit. Like, this wouldn't really affect the healers, but you know, other people, they usually have a couple GCDs before they get ready to just go ham.
Wait, Raz, what do you think? How deep into your rotation is it when Litany wears off?
When does it go off? When does it cast?
I cast it on after the first GCD.
Probably only get caught. I don't get then.
No?
That would last 8 GCDs. So it would probably be gone by the 8th or 9th.
So do you think let's say I delayed it till just before the 4th GCD, so after the 3rd GCD, do you think it would hit something?
It would allow it to catch the full duration of Trick. Because Trick lasts until...
I'm gonna go look at it.
I wonder why Dragoons don't do that.
Because people don't think about shit like this. Well, see, a lot of rotations are based off of just purely dummy testing. There is some other variations, Ninja, but I would literally have to look down and see when exactly people are using what.
Yo, you should. I forgot I recorded. I'm gonna see. I want to see it. Oh god, there's so many buffs. I can't see Litany. Jesus Christ. There it is. There we go.
I know Dragoons have the argument that for them, they don't necessarily care about how long Litany lasts, like how deep into the rotation that Litany would last, because eventually we're gonna hit Life Surge and crit anyway. But for the sake of the party, that's a completely different thing, and it does make way more sense to keep it and let it stay within the full duration of Trick Attack. Imagine critting inside of a Trick Attack. Nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to do that now. I just have to.
Hang on, let me look at it. I can tell you exactly when it falls off. I'm gonna look at it right now. Okay, I see it. It's applied right when I put up the bubble, so you know I get nothing. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, I see you. I see you, Trick Attack. I mean, I see you, Litany. Let's see the boss. Okay, so on 04, when Trick Attack is applied, there's 12 seconds left on Battle Litany.
That should be fine.
So it's been getting inside the whole thing.
Oh, why was I thinking Litany only lasts 10 seconds?
No. We know it lasts 20 seconds. The only debate that I'm having or was asking was if you pushed it later, it would still buff because of the card buff. You get what I'm saying?
And the duration is like 30.
The duration on the cards is like 30 or 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So regardless, it really doesn't matter because the card will be there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so the longer that we have the litany, it's the longer it's more towards the people's wind up, right? So say I guess I don't know what Black Mage does, but I know Rika does a couple moves before he starts hitting hard or whatever. And
yeah.
I don't know how it is like, but when I play Monk, I have to do like 3-4 GCDs before I get ready to do my actual damage. So having Battle Litany in those 2 GCDs where I'm building up kind of sucks because I would rather have it when, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in my home stretch just blasting him.
Right.
Even if it's only for a few seconds, I'd rather have it then, you know?
No, I understand. It's like, it's how I feel when Trick Attack is about to wear before I get my 4th or before Full Thrust. Like, that feels really shitty. Like sure, Trick Attack's great, but I don't want to Trick Attack True Thrust. I want to Trick Attack Full Thrust or Fang and Claw.
Well, let's see what we got here. I have an arrow up, and I did this arrow. This isn't the arrow that I wanted to do, and trust me, V4 is not a good example because I always throw it up before we go in there. But ideally, let's say I throw it up. We lose like 5 seconds of every card, basically, doing it that way. So
is that because specifically for 4S
yeah, for 4S
preemptively.
For 4S I preemptively do it because I have other responsibilities with the shield.
Can you look at like something more consistent like 1S or 3S or something like?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't have to because I know the math. The difference would just be 2 GCDs basically. Like I precast Malefic and then I go in and I think ideally I'm supposed to do another GCD, so it would be either first or second GCD application. So basically I would apply it the same time that you actually no, I do one, then I do instant cast. Yeah, so it would be either second or third application for me. So it comes up after Battle Litany actually.
And it's off by 1 GCD or 1 or 2 GCDs.
Well, I do Malefic, then I do an instant cast, and then after that I do I do an action. Like either I do a card or I do my Lord card or I
which is an
spread the
OGCD.
card. Yeah, which is an OGCD. And then I do Swift Cast, which pushes me to my next move.
So essentially a fourth GCD.
Well, the fourth, it could be the third or the fourth GC based on when people wind up. You get what I'm saying? So like, it's basically like this: if you apply blood for blood, right? And then you want your buffs to come right when you have blood for blood and dragon sight up, right? You don't want your buffs to be there before those.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't have those necessarily. All you have is heavy thrust up, and then I put a card out. Those first few ticks are just kinda, kinda meh. Like
hanging around.
Yeah, you kinda wanna have it when all your buffs up, and this doesn't even incorporate pot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you pop your pot and then you have your card early, you just lost what, like 8 seconds to this stupid card? And then you have to pop your pot, so now you only have a card for, if it's a crit card, you only have the card for 22 seconds, but your pot lasts for 30 seconds, so you don't have buff stacked for 8 whole seconds. You get what I'm saying? But if it's balanced, then it works out a little bit better. But
when you say delayed fourth, does that mean it's your second OGCD, or?
Delayed fourth GCD, right?
Yeah, delayed fourth GCD. So normally how my trick attack goes is I'll set up Shadow Fang, and then after that I'll start building up to Aeon Edge. Normally with delayed fifth it'll be just before the Aeon Edge, but instead I move it to just before Gust Slash. Just because it pushes the timing back more to where I can pop a TCJ during the not Animal Farm, but the game. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah, to add on that though, it's either the only times that I can apply the buffs is either I can apply the buff at 5 seconds on the pull counter and then get my opener, or I can apply the buff inside my opener. So it's really, this whole time I've been really losing, and you have also been losing. You get what I'm saying? Like, we've just been doing shit the safe, good enough way.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think putting it up just as the pool goes out is probably the best.
Yeah, because, I can't do that. I can't do that because that sacks me. See, so if I did that, then I would never be able to precast again. And from what I've seen, there's no Astro that's doing that. Like, everyone on the team is precasting at 3 seconds.
There's not really a large reason to put cards out right on pull. I don't think anybody's doing anything of note for 1 or 2 at least.
1 sec.
Well, we okay.
Sorry, my dogs are barking. I don't want my neighbor to yell at me. What were we talking about right before
we were just saying how we definitely don't want to keep applying the card before the pull because it cucks me out of doing my GCD. And like, okay, I'll tell you guys what I have to do on Astro. Like, the time that I'm applying that card, ideally I want to be popping my pot. I've been popping my pot early because 1, on 04, it helps to buff the shield. So I don't mind doing it on 04. But for other fights where we don't necessarily need an AoE shield for everyone, I don't want to apply my pot like 10 seconds into the pool counter, you know? You ever just think about how that feels. It feels terrible. Anyway, at 5 seconds, popping my pot in clay stance would feel very nice. You know? And then I could precast at 3 and just, you know, be a real human being. So ideally, the card will go out when you guys pop your pots, you know? And I can extend my pot by 10 seconds so it'll line up too. Literally second GCD application, I like it.
Does everyone
Like,
generally
after the second GCD?
I do it after the second GCD. Well, basically it's the first GCD if we're counting from 0. So I do Malefic
Precast 0, 1 GCD, and after that GCD card?
Yeah. I have that one, and I also have the one where I precast Malefic, and then I instant cast the Combust, and I do my Lord card and Swift cast inside that GCD, and then I do Malefic, and inside that Malefic I spread the card. I do like that one as well.
The Lord before the spread?
Yeah.
You want the Lord with the card?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Plus, I hate doing Celestial Opposition right after the card. It's kind of...
Yeah.
It's kind of terrible. Well, I could just do the card and then Swift cast. And then inside the Swift cast GCD, I could do the Lord card and the extension, and then call it a day. Take it to my Malefic spam.
That sounds alright.
Okay.
I also sort of at some point want to look into and talk to some people about relative worth of cards, like how much more worth it is, like that balance over just taking that spear or that arrow. I see a lot of like groups just still fishing pretty dang hard for the balance, and like I've seen some statements here or there that say, you know, take spear if it comes as like if you draw into spear, then you take it. Otherwise, you draw it.
Oh, I've been following that. I just assumed that was the principle. If I, you know, with arrow, like I have my priority system is where we know balance is a DPS game. We know the arrow is a DPS game, slightly lower than balance, right? And then after that, we know that 1 is a crit card, so it's a chance for a DPS game. So I've been taking the guaranteeds over that if I get balance, of course. But if I get spear, I mean, not spear, if I get arrow, sometimes I'll save arrow just based on how I feel with the heart of the cards and stuff. I know it sounds stupid, but sometimes you just don't want to take an arrow and slap it in the face, if you know what I mean. Like,
sometimes arrow isn't even a DPS game, though, of course, as well. Like, say
so?
you have say you have a timed phase. Like if you have AoE arrow at the start, if you're not helping anybody get an extra GC in, that arrow is doing literally nothing for you. I mean, in that case, I think it does. I'm pretty sure arrow helps me out a little bit there, but like, well, so would Feywind opener, but just in general, have to kind of think of arrow as far as phases go as well, if there's going to be some downtime coming up. Because, you know, if arrow is literally not going to give anybody any extra DCs or anything, it may really be doing almost nothing for you.
yeah. Okay, whereas the crit, we know that the crit's gonna reach and touch somebody.
Yeah, the crit has a very high chance of having. It's probably going to cause, you know, at least one extra crit, which can snowball into a decent bit more, because that's how buff stacking works.
I've been thinking as we switch over to Astro Scholar, and having the crit buff, I've been thinking, especially for the opener, that the crit card is gonna be OP because that's a lot of crit stacking. Like
Balance is still more OP.
You really?
Yeah, by far.
Don't we get like 5?
Balance is still that strong.
15 and oh my god.
We don't have stacking is already being a bit much, but it's not that much that the spear is gonna outweigh. That spear is gonna outweigh the balance. Balance is still just too strong, 'cause it's just guaranteed here's damage, and you know it increases damage. Whereas spear just says, oh hey, you have a slightly higher chance to crit. Don't do more. Like it doesn't increase your crit damage; it only increases your chance. I mean, that may end up changing when we get further down the expansion and everyone gets on a crit, then we may say, okay, you know, maybe spear may be more worth it for a pull, but otherwise you just really want to line up those balance.
Okay. So, when fishing, if I see the arrow, probably send it back and grab a spear. Okay. Think about that.
Yeah, and it's not like a hard fast rule either, it's just something you need to find throughout fights when you like get a card, when you get an arrow, like it is probably still going to be a gain, but there are some situations where it's not going to be, and you want to try and be cognizant of that.
Hey, wait, what was it? The guy who we sold with, who is what was his name again? Raiden Ashura?
No, that was not his name. And shut the fuck up, Raz. Damn it, never mind. Let me turn this shit off.
Wow.
Damn. Raz country bumpkin ass, man. I swear to God.
That guy we bought weed from. Was it John Smith?
It was John Cena. Fucking bought weed from John Cena.
That was so perfect.
Yo, Raz super dry snitched on that man.
Oh my god.
No, I'm asking because I think I just had him glitch off.
Boy, Raz, you ain't shit. Okay, so from what I see, Battle Litany went off, and we still had 6-7 seconds left on the card, and Trick Attack went off at the same time. So
yeah, I'm gonna start hitting the dummies so I can unlearn and relearn how I want to place Litany in my rotation. Yeah, that just sounds like way better.